Hello everyone, this is Lyman Zerge. Lyman Zerge. Don't forget that name. Actually, it's Commander Trium, I beg your pardon. I do not have a East European accent, or any other accent for that matter that I know of. I guess a Canadian accent to some degree. We're going to join a private group again. We had a fairly positive experience. Back to the main menu. We'll start private group, and we will go to Marcus Wildcat. Joining members of Marcus's server, based in both England and the United States. English language, of course, etc., etc. This is the Anaconda FNS Ambrosia. We're at Hauser's Reach in the Robago system, hoping to get several clients transported. Of course, we're going to have to do some reworking of the internals systems. We had shipped several different types of passenger cabins here in anticipation of outfitting at least one further passenger cabin on board this craft. And it will be in replacement of the limpet collector, which we're not likely to use while ferrying passengers between Sudus and Robago, which is our primary mission at the moment. We can take the capacity 12 first class passenger cabin. We need the scoop and the booster. Detailed surface scanner, yeah, we need that for exploration value. We might be able to get by without the scoop. We'll evaluate en route this time. Either way, we have an ample supply of cabins in this sector now. And what else? We also have the Python. Too bad we can't launch it simultaneously in order to accelerate our passenger transfers. Moving to the lounge to collect our first passengers for the evening. One there for 2.1 million. $2.3. We'll accept economy placement. 2.1. Law abiding. We'll give him business classification. Yeah, no. Imperials. Anything over the 2 million mark. We'll take this one at capacity 12 burst. First class, of course, for the Imperials, because they need to be pampered so badly. Naima at 2.2. Yeah. Very well. Naima it is. On the mission board. No missions. Shy of donations. Okay. We're not going to settle that here. Instead, we will settle it in the Cetus system if we get the opportunity. And we are ready for Galnet consultation. This is, of course, in the wake of the latest weekly update. So Thargoid sensing disruption neutralized.
Thargoid sensor disruption neutralized. Aegis has announced a breakthrough that has effectively neutralized the disruptive effects of Thargoid sensors on starports. Henrik de la Soda, a senior engineer at Aegis Research, told the media. As we know, Thargoid sensors can cripple starports for weeks or months at a time, but recent advancements in our study of meta-alloys have resulted in an effective cure for what was once called the technological plague. New procedures in the application of meta-alloys mean that extremely small quantities are now sufficient to shield systems from disruption. Following this breakthrough, we have made arrangements to ship meta-alloys to all affected stations, to restore them to functionality. It will not be long before every starport in known space is immune to the Thargoid sensor-related interference. Achilles Corp Initiative. The Achilles Corporation has announced plans to replace all robots destroyed as a result of the recent spy robot scandal. Chairman Gus Weaver, of the Seoul division of Achilles Corp said, "We take customer support seriously. That's why we're offering to replace, free of charge, any robots destroyed or damaged by owners who suspected them of behaving inappropriately. To achieve this, we've asked the Adonets Pro Alliance Bond to organize deliveries of robotics, computer components, and microcontrollers to Henslow Market, in the Adonets system. These will be used to produce brand new PA-912 administration robots and other models. The Adonets Pro Alliance Bond has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, to ensure that those delivering commodities can do so safely. The initiative begins on the 29th of November 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately." Hostilities in Loha conclude. The conflict between two rival factions in the Loha system has now come to an end. Carlene Troy, freelance Warzone reporter, delivered a report for the Vox Galactica news service. This has been a harrowing week for the people of Loha. In that time, I've witnessed acts of brutality and heroism from both sides. But now that their resources are exhausted, overall control of the system has finally been established. For those pilots who took advantage of the conflict, this will have been a profitable exercise. Both factions have announced that pilots can now collect their rewards from Whitworth Station in the Loha system.
And that was your Galactic News from Galnet, Galactic News Network, GNN. Scanning the system.
Fuel suit disengaged.
Looks like all worlds up to 420 light seconds are cataloged. We will try this gas giant. We're leaving the system. 7 more worlds are added to the index. We're targeting the wrong system. Here we have it, the home of Federation Untie. Aftermath. We don't have cargo pods anymore to collect anything. So why did that? I don't know. Other than to make myself frustrated. One more time, that is the first knowledge of cargo containers. What have I got but no limpets in my storage? And even if I did have limpets, I certainly have no controller or console to manage them. Approaching target colony. There are no illegal passengers aboard at the moment, so we can probably clear ourselves for landing without issue at the local starport. And I really, really, really would like the ability to land on the surface of the planets that have atmospheres. So if Frontier could please get their ass in motion on that. One admittedly complex task, then please get it done. As a colleague in software development, I would be more than happy to lend my assistance to the challenges ahead. But I'm not a specialist in the field of 3D mechanics, unfortunately, or 3D-dimensional vector geometry.
Mission agenda complete.
That being said, I think I'm a fairly bright person. I'm sure I could help figure it out. But for God's sake, whatever you do, just get it done. Okay, laying a course to the new home station, please. Destination lock complete. Oh dear me. I'll have to orbit the planet in order to have a shot at this. And there she is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, what a lovely little... Is that ice floating in an ocean? Or are those islands? Well, I do believe we have ice floating around in these oceans. Closing on the new home station. Get our scientific research credits here and thus improve our alliance standing with the local government. Not something we need to worry about very much in Robo.
Remember, loitering is a violation.
Comply. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
And we'll just pull out our sheet, or tablet right now to get conversation on the Discord channel. One moment, please.
Those headphones there.
I can't hear about these damn things.
I guess so.
Alright then. Oh no, we're heading into the sun. I hate being burned alive by suns.
Fuel suit disengaged.
It's like you can feel yourself melt away.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I've made well over 10 million credits this run to Robogo, and it's not nearly enough. I need more. At least most of the passengers are law-abiding for a change.
Somebody's doing Rebecca.
And we are on our way to House's Reach. Is there someone in here with me?
Disengaged.
Where?
I don't read anyone in the system with me.
No.
There are pirates about, though. Trying to kill you, but it's futile on the ship.
Yeah, Rebecca is inconsistent.
It's also Imperial.
What's that?
What do you mean it doesn't matter? It matters to the Imperials. Don't you support the one true Emperor?
Yeah. Blood for the blood gods.
That old hag, what's her name? Arissa?
No. Yep, sits on the golden throne.
Right now it's Arissa who sits on the golden throne. Most importantly, she holds the Imperial Palace on Capitol. Oh look, we have rings. More rings to go with our rings. We have A ring, B ring, and C ring.
Five. Yeah.
Alright, I'll stop my merciless butchering of that Sonata. Oh, pirate. Haha. Tis a pirate. Imperial privateer.
Come on. Up. Up. Good boy.
We're in range.
Right.
Maybe I should ship a docking computer out here. Make life a bit easier. But no, Commander Trium will commit. They'll perform another manual docking. Bay 17 on the screen. Computer landing approach.
Landing gear deployed.
Stupid bastard collided with me from behind.
You watch what he's doing.
We request the pilots block access to
Starport services, please. That bastard who hit me from behind gave me a fine. I'm sorry, that just makes absolutely no sense. 500 credits.
You must have been speeding over 100 meters per second.
More like I was at a dead stop and descending towards my landing bay, and the ship decided to just smash me from behind. I should have killed him if I had a chance. And now, the lounge. Oh, there's two groups. Okay. I hear potato chips in the background. It's all about my head. Make it stop. And we have earned over 10 million credits, I believe. 10.1 million. Lord Hensley. We'll stick Lord Hensley where he belongs, in economy compartment. Coach. Yes, Coach Ryu, sir. You'll be in steerage. Because we want nicer classes of people. 2 million for Sevis. 2 million. No. V380 Orionis for 2 million, 2.3 million, I think not. $2.3.
Oh, you scared everyone off again.
I have scared everyone off again. I just love doing that to your channel. I don't know why. It's amusing.
You don't work for Obsidian, do you?
It makes them all run away. Yes, I'm secretly a sycophant of Obsidian Ant. Obsidian Sycophant, they call me. Oh, can you imagine taking that name as your nick?
No.
Obsidian Sycophant. Oh my god. So insulting. No. We'll go for 2.3 million. Oh no, we won't. Here we are. First class, if you're members of the Federation.
Type 9. Right, finish this fucker.
Put them in steerage. In fact, to degrade the luxury accommodations back to steerage. So that everyone can ride in steerage. Now, what do you think of that idea?
Indefatigable.
Why are they always welding something on these stations? It's like they're falling apart all the time. There's always someone busy doing work.
People are always crashing into them, so I'd be surprised.
That's true. They are always crashing into them.
Well, the number of times I've gone into a station just as an NPC goes clunk against the fucking front, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. And then they get stuck there, and then the station has to blow them to pieces. And then...
I no longer want my keel back to be rigged out as in my new ship, so
take it.
strip it down.
Strip it down like a naked virgin. It should be.
Not quite like that, because I'm going to do this without its consent.
Like I said. That's terrible. Okay. Oh, we can find. I wonder if you can buy ships here. Can you buy ships at Riverville? I guess you can look.
Refinery, sell. Collected bids, sell.
At your shipyard, what are you selling me today? 7 classes of ships are available here.
So I'm going to put a
The
This is
Viper
really
Mark
this
III.
is really a shit Type 6, really, isn't it, the KO pack?
Oh my god, you can actually buy Type 9 Heavy here. So if you wanted to, yes, you could buy a mining ship at Robogo and start doing mining, but it just takes so damn long to mine anything.
Ooh, it's got a 35 light year jump range. That's fucking interesting.
So in the beta, mining is worth more, yes?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Use a Python as a mining ship. I don't think it would work very well, though.
That would work very well.
Does it?
Should.
Oh,
It's got everything you need. It's got enough space to have a refinery, cargo, Olympic controller collectors,
yeah, my Python is pretty well.
inspectors.
My Python is pretty well outfitted, as it turns out.
But I prefer Type 9, so.
You know, I do as well, because you can output all kinds of limpets and things, but... it's just interesting. I don't want to spend 75 million credits right now. I have to get 200 million credits to start. Just to get my Corvette. So I've got another 110 million to go, and then I'll have the ability to return to the bubble and have a Corvette. Or I can sell my Python and have a Corvette now. But I really don't want to sell my Python. I'd rather just expand my fleet. So I have to do this the hard way.
Okay, so it's 2 mounts, char page, tank point.
Time for another drink. Ugh.
No, I don't want this mining lasers somewhere. Beam laser. Beams, such beams. I don't want beam lasers, but they're all burst.
Who do we have on board? Currently in the cabins, we're full.
Burst laser.
Well, I have 1 economy, 1 business class, and 2 first class pods. All have considerable numbers of
Then
people.
change these to multi-cannons. Because multi-cannons are
We need a
boss.
docking computer is what we need. Computer, give me the outfitting menu, please. I want a docking computer here. I guess I don't need the planetary approach suite, or do I?
I don't think you can put anything else in that slot. It's reserved, so you might as well keep it. It doesn't add any weight as far as I know.
Well, I think you can put a docking computer as class 1, so it'll go in there.
Yeah, but if you go into the shop, I mean, I'm in Shirata now. You can't change anything into there. It doesn't give the
Oh,
option.
you're right. It doesn't let you, eh? So once you buy one, that's it. You have it forever.
It came with Horizons. It's just there to indicate you can land.
That's just lovely. So we have the advanced discovery scanner. You need that for exploration value. I'd have to ditch a cargo rack, a detailed surface scanner, both of which have exploration value.
I'm going to put the worst thing ever on this ship, a 2A fuel scope.
I don't think I need the fuel scoop. I can put the fuel scoop away. But first, what do we have in our... Oh, we do have one standard docking computer. Okay, we'll trade the fuel scoop for the docking computer. I don't think we're going to need a fuel scoop where we are, now that we're here.
Cargo hatch 4, fuel scoop 4, cargo hatch 5, life support 2, sensors 2, boosters 1, beam laser 3, beam laser 3. To like range jump. Fuck it, I'll do me. Remote workshop. FSD is now grade 4. Life support is grade nothing. Software grade 1. And grade 2.
And I guess I don't need a cargo rack. You don't need cargo pods with passengers. They bring all their or their personal cargo comes with them in cabin.
So.
Yeah. So I really don't need a cargo compartment. Yeah, let's put this. Actually, we have to go back. I have limpets in here. Get rid of the limpets, please.
Like, where are they? Currently out now. Heavy duty.
Oh, for God's sake. It doesn't let... What the hell have I got in here? Inventory. Ship cargo. Oh, the inventory is empty. Oh, alright then. I guess we can just scrap the cargo rack.
I can't get a grade. I get a grade 3. Get a grade 2. Oh, there's a tight-ass fucking roll. I hate that.
Store the cargo rack, please. Okay, so now we have a docking computer and no cargo rack.
Two grid 2 marvelous lasers. Efficient weapon.
And no fuel scoop.
Age exception.
Here, let's add a cargo and internal compartment. Transfer. First class passenger cabin 5C. Or the interdictor, if I want to fight people. Not something you want to do with passengers aboard.
Oh no, trouble sunlight.
Transfer to ship, please. The extra cargo container, or the extra passenger container, sorry. Okay. No.
I think I should switch to a light place. I don't know what I've got at the moment actually I've got. I don't have points to tie.
Alright then. Back to starport operations. Revisit the passenger lounge and buy another passenger.
That should be lightweight.
It's a first class compartment, so whatever.
Oh, what the fuck did I go in a Hollow Me for? armor. Lightweight.
Ooh, but it's small first class. It's only 6 person. Completely full. And we have dock and computer. Okay, we're ready.
9 germanium. Oh, it's gonna be a bitch.
Computer, execute launch sequence.
Quick for armor, quick for shields.
Quid pro quo armor? That doesn't sound particularly efficient.
It's only a kiloback.
It will protect you, but it wants something back in return, like your first board.
This is a fighting character.
It's quid pro quo. I'll protect you, but there's a price. Usually blood.
Oh, I like 2 spins. That was amazing.
Holy crap, man. This thing's lightweight. Oh shit. We need to schedule a... I know, let's fly to the gas tank. Ooh, what's in here? I really, really need to fly into gas giants.
We could. But you won't go too deep.
No, you don't want to go too deep, but I want the ability to visit a gas giant and collect fuel.
Oh, you'll go in a starship and come out with frisbee.
Yeah, I made it! Oh, unfortunately I'm 2 inches high now.
I'm the list.
No, I'm smaller than Tom's thumb. "40 light years, no. We will not jump quite that far. 25 light years. No. 41 light years. What the hell is this like mystical jump in the star map between 25 and 41?
It's great for multi cannons. I'll do. I'll go past grade 3 power dips.
Very well then.
Dirty drive tuning. Grip 4. Can't go any further. Alright, that'll do. It's got 500,000, 439,000 rebuy. Wow, big deal.
Very good, sir.
I could have sworn I bought a livery for this. I didn't. Because liveries are shit. Wow, they're all plain as fuck. Plain green, plain yellow, plain white.
Jumping the ship.
Oh, I should have bought the fucking Midnight Black yesterday for this.
It's still on sale, isn't it?
No, the sale went on 28th.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that this week.
Black Friday sales on the Midnight Blacks. They all ended on the 28th. They ran for about a week.
It's still bullshit. They should leave it up longer.
I might get some nice Christmas ones soon.
Oh, good. You can shine brightly and sparkle. What the hell?
I still want Tartan Path.
The tartan, so you can play checkers on the hull of your ship.
No, not Tartan. Like plaid clothes. Kilts. That would look cool.
Well, still have an advertisement. I'm not sure if this is a North America thing, but I still have an advertisement for the Midnight Black in my launcher. So unless the launcher just didn't update, lazy bastards.
Probably not. Oh well, I'll just have to stick with the cover. Fuck it.
Or you could complain to customer service saying you just needed a little bit of extra time to get the money together and couldn't quite do it. Beg and plead. I'll give it to you.
I don't get the difference between a keelback and a size IP6. There we go.
Midnight Black doesn't really help you anyway, even against human opponents, because they'll still do a sensor lock on you.
Well, but if one of these people likes to be able to see what they're shooting as well, it's harder. A lot harder.
Well, maybe it's just my VRness, but I don't find it any more difficult.
I was doing PvP against Kimball yesterday and boom flew in a Midnight Black Orca around Kimball.
Really?
Kimball didn't really see it, I didn't see it because it was black.
Well, there is a flag on your radar that still tells you it's there, unless he's got it.
There is, but when you're paying attention to somebody in a PvP, you're not really worried about other things.
I guess, yeah, that's true. You gotta learn to rely on the sensor data more than anything else.
Oh, that's weird. Turtles. 2 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 2 2.
Of course, you could always just broadside someone from the side completely and they'd never see you.
Cargo capacity 38, cargo capacity 50. I'm going more than that. Max cargo 112, max cargo 88. What's the point if I could kill back then? Combat freighter.
It's like the Mamba. It overheats and doesn't really run all that efficiently and is horribly overpowered for what it's designed for. It's going to melt itself into a little puddle of goo, floating in space. One of my passengers is bitching already that I'm exploring too much. What do I tell them?
I'm doing small maneuverable.
Local goods. This is not a shopping trip, idiot.
Agent 48.
You had complained to management to see what it gets you.
46.
As much as you've got the
Type
union,
6 is better all that, really.
as much as you've got the union at Canada Post.
Keelback has more weapons. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does, sorry. And a fight capacity.
Do you guys still have an institution called the Crown Corporation in your country?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't know why I would do that.
It's like a corporation owned by the government. Here we call them Crown Corporations.
If we do, I'm not familiar with it.
I would think with a party like Labour taking every second election you would, but...
But what's its purpose?
Make money for the people.
Yo! Hello!
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Not much.
Who's this? I can't...
Jinx.
Oh.
Jinx. Hey, man.
Isn't it the middle of the night where you are?
Yeah. I just woke up.
Middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning there, isn't it?
Yeah. I was watching the Frontiers stream with the sound designer, No.
Right.
Have you seen that?
No, what's that to do? Like,
Yeah, that's the reason we got awesome sound in the lead, because that guy is fucking crazy. Like, he's so passionate.
it's one of the things I've always liked about this game is sound effects.
Oh, you should look at the...
Apart from only one thing, and that's the fucking boost sound on the dolphin. But yeah, I like the sound effects, the engines, the boosters,
yeah, go look at the guy that designs, like, watch the podcast, you'll understand why.
I imagine some sound people are just
he's so into it, man.
total audiophile, so they're really mixing sounds and things.
Yeah.
It's engineering in a way, engineering sound, you know, it's not just, oh, here's a nice sound I can synthesize, it's engineering it so it sounds right in the environment, you know.
Yeah, it creates the ambiance.
Yeah, it's important.
Very
Yeah, the only sound I absolutely hate in the game is the dolphins booster, they're going, you're like, oh my god. Sounds like some asthmatic got out the back and pushed.
Isn't far from the truth, unfortunately.
Oh, it's fucking horrible. The first time I heard it, I just went, bleh. I don't know what the orca and bluegie sound like because I've never flown them, but I hope that's it.
Yeah, I had a dolphin for a while just because it was cute.
Yeah, Poon said to me, it's meant to sound like a dolphin. I said, what a fucking beached one.
Yeah. You released the dolphin into the vacuum of space.
Dolphin in its death throes on a beach.
Christ.
No, I don't like that one sound effect. But you know, given the thousand sound effects I do like, it doesn't put me off at all.
That he just shoved a bottlenose dolphin out an airlock into the vacuum of space.
Keel back. Just went to just towards there. Oh, God. You know, I'm comparing here the Type 6 to the keelback and thinking, what's the point of the fucking keelback for? Fighter in a phrase.
Here we go.
Really weird ship, the keelback.
We are at Cetus 5 and the Sirius atmospherics tourist beacon.
I can't understand the purpose of the keelback. It carries less.
I can't understand the purpose of a tourist beacon.
Movements. Oh, you get a couple of extra small hard points or medium hard points and 5 bit.
Okay, so what's the point of having a tourist beacon in orbit of a frontier colony, and you send a Sagan-class passenger cruise ship out here filled with passengers, thousands of people. They come to see the tourist beacon. Why?
I think the world below it is being terraformed.
It's already been terraformed. There are no colonies on the dark side of the planet, so I estimate there's probably only 1 or 2 cities on the whole planet. And the rest of the planet's empty. Based on system population.
Who knows what the future of mankind holds? I have no idea, honestly. I don't care as long as it pays me good money. I just can't stand keelback.
Oh! I just hurt myself.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, that hurt. I hit the tourist beacon with the aft section of my ship.
I won't do much.
No, but it sounded awful.
I like the fact you can hit a satellite and it acts like it's locked in that point of space. You know, it's like
completely immovable object.
It's like it's nailed down.
Yeah.
Just bonk. You're like, hang on a minute, that can go rearing off into space, never to be seen again.
There should be some damage associated with on the board of the tourist beacon.
Yeah,
but no.
I just like the fact that you can't move and So like,
Maybe in the future they'll use their Newtonian physics and the space probe will go careening off.
you hit it with a 500-ton spaceship and your ship goes bonk. It's like hitting a bollard in the high street, your car crumbles around it. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you'd expect a nearby starbase to at least deploy some police ships to like make sure that you were billed for damage or something. But no, as you pointed out.
That would be interesting if I went.
Well, you collided with a planetary space probe.
I mean, obviously for game mechanic purposes it can't be moved, but it's just so funny. Bonk. The fuck? That should not exist anymore. Should be beacon destroyed. Fine. 10,000.
Oh! I hit the Red Planet taxi service ship in front of me.
Oh dear God.
And I neutralized all of its shields and did 25% hull damage. Oh well. I guess I could kill him off, but then...
Has he aggroed?
No, he's not aggro. He's a passenger ship. He's a taxi. What's he gonna do? It's a frickin' adder against
Oh yeah, they can still aggro. That's really good, tell you.
Light him. Come on. Fight! You stupid bastard. Oh, he just jumped away. No, he's having none of that. He's not gonna put up with that. We can visit the tourist ship and go back to Robigo with another 12 million credits worth of
Robigo, that's a new pronunciation.
Robigo.
Robigo.
It's Bobbigo. Bobbigo. Population 420,000. By the way, population in Southis, just to give you a frame of reference, also 420,000. So there's not even enough there to populate a full city full of people.
It's outside the mobile map.
And there's two habitable planets in the Southis system.
They're outside the bubbles, so they're lightweight.
Very lightweight. God damn it. I've been sitting in this chair too long today. My leg is getting hyper-infected, I think. Helps if I move around. I don't want to get too infected. I'll get cellulitis or some weird infection. Something a bit more serious than what I have now. Jump away. 2 jumps. Computer executed jump sequence. No need to recharge fuel.
Quick. Start to do. Fucking hell.
So what are you supposed to do in this deep space passenger missions where they suddenly declare that they want some clothing? The nearest base that's selling clothing.
Ignore them, but don't delete the message that you got from him saying he wants clothing.
No, I just ignored
That'll
it.
instantly cause him to get dissatisfied.
Yeah, he gets dissatisfied or unhappy.
But if you do the mission, you're doing it within like 10-15 minutes, so he doesn't have time to get dissatisfied that you haven't provided him with the narcotics for a friend or whatever he fucking wants.
Yeah. Well, it's just stupid. Like, okay, we're 1,600 light years from the nearest station, and you want me to travel all the way back to the
I'm doing a
bubble.
15-minute round trip and you want clothes. Is there something wrong with the ones you fucking wearing?
Exactly.
You know, the logic of the fucking mission sometimes.
Suddenly you want clothing 1,600 light years away from the bubble. It's like,
I mean, if we're asking for champagne or fucking coke or...
would you like caviar with that? As well. Can I shove some solid gold bars up your ass just to on the house, complimentary style?
Pretty much. Oh. So this ton should have fuck up before you throw him out the cockpit window in.
Here's my big gold dildo to shove up your ass.
You to the nearest airlock.
I'll even let you keep the dildo as long as you can die.
I don't think I need to break 5 times 7. I upgrade to that one.
Hauser's crotch.
House is fun.
Oh my god, baby.
House is crotch.
We're gonna have a serious problem. We're going way too fast approaching this gas giant. We're gonna hit the ring pretty much dead on. And suddenly the ship stops in motion right where it is. How far are we? We're 12,000 kilometers. Sorry. Yeah, 12,000 kilometers from the starport. It's not too bad given how fast we're going.
Let's put on 3 shields, 3 bodycams, 2 engines, nothing. Ooh, let's put some dirty thrusters at Type 7, make it move faster than fucking sluggers on salt.
Multiple hostile targets at the pier on radar. Or is it LiDAR? I don't know which. The sensor array at any rate.
Frameshift drive charging.
FSD re-engaging.
4, 3.
Grid 3 will do. There we go. This is Type 7, need to be all done. Distributed engines, white cannons, shield generators. 3 biowave armor, 3 lightweight, life support, 2 FSD, 4 right. Super fucking duper. 5 and I have the options to do pulse lasers here.
Oh, that would mean you were armed with weapons. We can't have that. This planet is a Mennonite colony.
Generals. Pulse lasers, cannons, 3, sensors, 2. Life support 2, coverage 5. I just fucking think I'll shield booster. Chuff. Point defense. Shield booster, really? So I got a shield set to 98. Fucking hell. Need to have a fucking shield booster. I think I've got a, where I am, yeah. There are Joe points here.
Auto docking now engaged.
Oh, I'm over in power. Damn.
I'm so lazy. I can't dock by myself. I hate doing
I've gone over in power. I'm using a 3A on a 5. Jesus, Mark, what are you doing? I'm using a 3A Guardian on a potential 5A. I don't need the 5A because that's twice the power I need. I'll use this 4A.
Check your information panel after docking for more
Alright,
details.
we good. Sensors. Lab support. Lightweight alloy. Why am I not in process?
We are landed at Bay 32 at Hauser's Reach. Welcome to Hauser's Reach, Commander. Passenger lounge, and our new total is
That makes more sense.
complete the mission 2.3 million.
Reinforced alloy makes more sense.
Complete the mission 2.3 million again. Complete the mission 2.05 million.
Grid field.
Okay, und back. Back. The light, back.
Okay.
2.23 million and back. Lord Hensley.
Oh, lightweight alloy grid 3. Yeah, that could be useless. Big is loud, and prices like a truck.
These stupid bastards. I have 5 bays full of passengers. What do I get? I get shafted by my own crew that demands, like, way too much cash in exchange for benefits they're barely worth.
I'm not trade Tacking, I'm trade meat.
Crew lounge, trying to fire the lesbian bitch who's my co-pilot.
Sounds exciting.
Bald people here. Why are so many bald people?
Red looks crap. That's it. I think I'll use blue.
Jaslyn Steele. I was a bounty hunter back in my heyday. 261 bounties, all clean kills. Things changed for me after my wife left me. So I decided to spread my wings further afield. I was part of a support group sent in to relieve freedom fighters during a civil war. That was a tough one. I don't often talk about it. This person in front of me looks like a girl herself. It has a girl's name, Jaslyn, but apparently has a wife. So I don't know if this is the game's attempt at, like, same-sex coupling, or if it's actually a male that just looks like a female.
God knows.
Want 6% instead of 12. I'm thinking about retiring my veteran expert level explorer because they're too damned expensive. I'm paying 16% of my profits to these people. I'd rather spend 10% of my profits instead of 16. Yeah, we're going to fire Nevi Neal, who is very much a female, but looks like a male. You don't understand. terminate the contract, please. Is 35.5% to expert level. Confirm, please. Insufficient. Higher pilot, less skilled, more experience needed, but less percentage profit share. Confirm. We will take Mr. Steele. And set him active. Level novice. And save some money, hopefully, since most of the skill is mine regardless. God, there's some ugly people in the crew lounge. It's horrible. Okay. Passengers.
Similar 0.3. Full stage of 0.3.
Rafaela Bond. We'll take anything other than that. Steerage it is. I want to put them all in steerage. You can relate, can't you? Otis Neal. Holy crap, he looks like a rock star. Big cabin. He wants business class minimum. Give him his business class seat. Here is your seat. Another seat will cost you another 10 million. I don't like the looks of you. Richie Brewer. It looks like a rock star who's done way too much heroin. It has a problem.
I like T effective weapons.
First class for this guy.
There are 2 effective plus first stations. There are 2. Better than nothing. So you've got types, so. Usually good value there. So that's worth 1.9 million by Jesus. Right.
The Imperials have Jan Leach.
Imperial Scum.
Imperial Scum. 12 persons. Still have one more compartment to fill. Oh, we have one here. Giselle Mayer. First contact. First class. And she's a wee bit buggered.
Don't want to push it down on the back kick yet. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to give my other a name. Oh my. Hang on a minute, what have I got there? An adder and a hauler. I haven't even touched them.
2 turtle doves in the party.
I need to look to apply my prismatic shield.
You don't have prismatic ethics.
Huh?
Prismatic ethics or shield?
Shield.
Oh. I have prismatic ethics, which means, in my own mind, I cannot be morally dissuaded.
Okay. Where am I? The shield thing is what the cards and options and
Okay.
I've got no shields on the ship.
What?
Anaconda. Fucking last piece of junk. Well,
Philip?
I need it's a big ass to be shipped up, I think. I think this ship is a cunt.
Philip?
Size 7.
28 light years. Computer. Plot course. 1 jump. And then it's off to Balmoral Castle.
Got a hell of a power job, fucking. Like, where's the fucking 160 fucking tons?
That's a heavy engine.
That's a 7A prismatic shield.
Holy shit. They do get big, don't they?
160 fucking tons.
60 metric tons for a
Which
shield
means
array.
the 8A for the cutter is going to be 320 fucking tons.
What's the energy requirement of that shield, incidentally? Just,
7.35.
yeah, what, megawatts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The normal 7A is 4.9.
that's enough to power most of Southeast England, you realize.
Probably. Maybe.
I get my advanced plasma accelerators today. Yeah!
I got my prismatics.
Nice.
I'm more than halfway to being able to buy my
I
Corvette
haven't
space
used
plane.
any or anything on anything because I'm not seeing where I'm going to use them yet.
Launch.
They're really good. They go with big ships.
Yeah, I'm not tempted to put it on my plane.
I don't think you should.
No, I'm going to stick with my body on that.
Yeah, that's a good with small ships too, like my Imperial Eagle. That does pretty
I
well.
mean, my philosophy is once they go down and take a long time to go up, you're either going to jump away immediately, or you're going to sit around in the whole tank and take a lot of damage before they come up again. Pythons or mediums can't do that, smalls can't do that. Some of the large can do that, not all of them though. Corvette might be able to do that best. Then a cutter or anaconda, Type 10 could probably do that as well, I would imagine. So to me, they don't seem. I mean, the weight alone is just going to fuck up the dynamics of anything below a big one anyway.
Not necessarily, because like my Eagle can boost pretty. Well, it's an Eagle, so the big ships.
What size is an Eagle shield? 3 or 4?
3.
Let's have a look. 3. I see, that's only 10 tons, you know. So like you put 190 tons 7A, 160 fucking 7A, what the fuck is that? Fuck!
I caught it on the submarine.
Yeah, I'm just looking at 7A now on the Anaconda screen.
But you can offset it by engineering your thrusters for either gritty drives or clean.
Yeah, they're like lions and stripped down stuff.
But you can do that too. But you're in a friggin' anaconda, so like you're not really worried about speed. You're more like how much hull. I'm either hull tanking or I'm shield tanking.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the anaconda, I'll be honest.
No,
It's
like
like shit. Got a big fucking nose on it over from me.
I'm not really a fan either. Ooh, I did good today. 5 million credit jobs. Ruby. Yep.
5 million jobs.
Yeah, they're clean.
Okay. 5 million?
Yeah, 5 million.
Okay. That's I take you mean in with other missions, you're making about 20 to 30 million for the whole run.
Well, like for one mission, like right off the bat, there was one for 5 million.
Yeah, that's the max we can get at the moment.
Like yesterday, these were terrible. Like no one responding to that.
What's terrible?
Rubigo can be a bit awkward sometimes for giving top price missions. Not always, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Something to do with volunteers.
Well, I've been hauling in about 12 million credits per run.
Yeah. Given, I meant like, I logged in one time and there was like only 5 or 6 missions available that day. And I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And now I log in, there's like 20 missions available.
Yeah, there's quite a few at the moment. Most of them are not even criminals. They're law-abiding citizens.
It's tourists who you take to serious and then you kick them out there off and go, there's your fucking pig.
Thank you for flying with Air Trium. Now we're going to dump you at the airlock. And you can find your own way home.
6 prismatic words, 80.
Sorry, we don't have any more room in steerage.
Will be 1,176 shields, right?
No room in steerage for you.
So you can engineer the prismatics as well, can't you?
Oh yes. I have grade 5 prismatics on my Corvette. They're reinforced.
I don't know that that's true for the bi-weaves, though.
What?
You can engineer the bi-weaves.
Yeah, you can engineer bi-weaves. I've got my bi-weaves engineered on my...
I keep hearing conflicting reports about that.
Oh, whoever said you can't is an asshole.
Yeah, or just dumb.
that would be a squad when we're accusing of that there, so I'll be
sure.
Oh,
there you go then.
I'll be sure to mention it to him.
He knows how I feel. Why? I don't know.
Or falling out between you two or something? The squad on you?
No.
Alright.
He knows what we're sarcastic. He knows we can be sarcastic. He doesn't take anything personally.
Yeah, Squaddle's got a pretty thick skin. He doesn't offend easily, I don't think.
No, he knows I can.
Yeah. This one will pay for my transport failures. Hello?
It's just me.
It's just him.
You want to hear what this little shit just did?
Hey, what?
Molly. So I'm sitting there because I got my earphone cocked off of one ear because I was over at my channel filming. And I hear, she goes, hey, Marcus. And I turn around and I go, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, no, I'm looking your attention. I'm like, don't be calling England to get all of me. I'm 4 feet from you. We were here earlier, and Marcus goes, hey, Poon. I'm like, what? He goes, your wife wants you. I'm like, what? Because your wife's hollering at me. I was like, fuck. I turned around and looked at her. She goes, I was yelling at you.
Shit.
I can't hear shit with these headsets on.
I'm fucking up and play.
It's Commander Farmare 191.
Oh no, I'm on private. I was like, there's another commander in the server. I totally forgot I was in Marcus's.
Yeah,
So you gave me a heart attack for a second.
I'm on Marcus's server as well, so.
I'm surprised you had to go kill him, Farmer.
Yeah,
Well, I can't.
you're both in surface. Go here. Go get him. Kill.
No stirring up the pot here.
No, don't stir it up. Just blow it up.
There you go. Send a friend request. But
Okay.
usually if I'm in the open in Sothis or Vigo, and I see another commander, I get NC.
Yeah.
We are now friends.
Don't know you're gonna get the NC above anyone on my server.
Yeah.
Because if they're cuts, I'll kick them quicker than fucking football.
No, I just forgot I was in your server for a second. And to answer Prune's question, inquiry, I don't have any weapons on the ship to make up for the jump range.
Really? I have plenty of weapons.
Yeah.
I've got
This one's a quick get in, get out vehicle.
I've got pack-out missiles, I've got guardian weaponry, I've got a big honking pulse laser on my huge class side of the ship, I've got bi-weave prismatic shields.
He's scary tough for me.
Scary tough guy, yeah.
Bi-weave prismatic shields.
He's a hero of my, you know. Yeah, bandits.
Yes, you can have. Well, can you have the? Maybe that's what he meant. You can't have bi-weave prismatic. You can have bi-weave.
You should have seen what he did to Harry Potter once.
What? I didn't do anything to Harry Potter.
Lies, I've got stories.
About Harry Potter? Yes, several. 9 books worth of stories.
Kidnapped him and took him somewhere private.
Trium so badass that Thorgoid's combat log. Oh, fuck Trium, we're out of here. You combat logging slimy carbon-based motherfuckers.
He wants to take us and experiment with us sexually.
People see me in
No,
no friendly fire, no friendly fire.
I think if somebody took you away and experimented on you sexually, or annihilate the whole human race after that. We're not as degraded as the humans. You'd be like a scene out of South Park, the faction, but
Whoa. Slow down here, folks. There we are. 860 kilometers. Target.
Starships, Python, is beast. Great, big beast.
All missions now completed. Scan Yorka. Crash into Yorka. Get some more.
Using so many fucking materials right now, it's unbelievable.
What really sucks is if you go shieldless while you're doing this and you hit the beacon, sometimes you'll get a failed mission because it does damage to your hull.
Yeah, some of the passengers will wanker out and go,
Yeah, don't run too hard. Bump as you land, you feel it.
One of the ships is fleeing.
Okay, so I can carry a whole bunch of cargo, and my ship makes the jump range goes down. But I can carry a whole bunch of passengers, and it just stays the same.
She can just walk out, he can't hear us. She shouts through the mic, I hear it. Tell it. Playing his work.
What you guys doing? I know, Trilliums and Triums.
I'm just going through with blueprints on practically every ship I've got and applying where necessary.
Oh, yeah.
I just crashed into that orca that was trying to flee.
Donkey.
And its shields were knocked down 27%. Plus 27% hull damage.
Shields.
All of your shields are gone, and 27% of your hull is damaged.
The only thing I'm not getting any of these is experimentals, but whatever.
Very well then.
I'll pick that off the list.
Yeah.
Fly back to where we go. What?
I wasn't too concerned with getting money from Ruby Garage. I'd probably get the mats that they give you.
Oh yeah, you can get some good mats from the Beagle if you really want.
Yeah, you can get 3 million per in a good night. That would have been last night. Now they're on a downward trend again, according to Inara, so. And my own observation, of course.
Of course.
I just thought it was funny that the devs were using Hazard's Reach to get to exploration in their last live stream. Like the elite exploration rank. And they were at Hazard's Reach.
Did they deny it though?
No, they didn't deny it, but I just thought it was funny. And other people were like, hey, where is this place?
It's a super secret spot.
I'm going to have to do some intensive material gathering after all this. I'll be emptying all my fucking bins.
Yep, I've been doing. Well, that's where I'm at. I have to get a whole bunch of materials to engineer my chieftain.
Silence, majesties at 5, life supports at 2, armors at 3, shields at 3, engines at 3, power tips at 2, cannons. Now I'm out of exceptional scrambled emissions, so I'm going to have to do some work stuff as well. Upgrade 5 probably. High capacity magazine, you don't have it. That's grade 1. That's grade 2. Grade 3. That Poomback.
Holy shit. That is strong coffee. God.
Is that your new cocaine blend?
Just about shit my share. Holy fuck.
It's had a
drinking?
prostate revelation
Oh, this
from drinking.
Italian roast? Oh my god, is it strong?
Is it a tailless one?
Huh?
Is it a tailless one or a different one?
No, it's made by a company called Cameroon.
Oh, right.
Known to the Sicilian
I
mob
like
as cocaine.
Italian. I like Italian. It's me.
I do too, but wow, it's strong.
Yeah, that'll wake up in the morning. You won't get to sleep.
In the morning, fuck, I won't be asleep tonight.
Can you feel your face?
No. I'm gonna have to go take a crap here a little bit after that first one. Good God.
I can't feel my face.
What's your in-game commander name, Trium?
Commander Trium.
Really?
Yep. Well, Commander Trium Augus.
Trium Augus.
Yeah, AUGUS.
I'm about done here, Trium, so if you're waiting for me to leave.
No. I'm not waiting. I'm about done as well, so I'll be leaving.
Just fire a missile at the left jump. Get out!
I think I've been here 3 hours and I've made like, I don't know, at least 40 million, between 40 and 60 million, so.
Where at?
Robogo.
Ruby.
That's all you made? What are you in, a fucking Sidewinder?
No, I'm in an Anaconda with 5 passenger slots open. What the hell is going on here? It looks like the planet is shooting beams at
He's
it.
running from houses or range.
Oh, it's Trium August?
Yeah,
AUG
AUG.
USA.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you're running out of hazard reach. Okay.
Why? Where should I be running from?
Eagle Mines.
The ship
You make 25 million each. Like, at least I do. 25 million each run.
I'll investigate, but I think my ship's too big for that.
Yeah.
Well, get a Python. Run a Python with economy pin. Well, it sounds like Max just docked.
Yeah.
No, something hit the station.
That could be me.
Well, you want all economy for the Python? Or,
Yeah, I have a Python. I just happen to have a Python in the system with me here.
Yes, and then you need it to upgrade the FSD, remove all the stuff that doesn't need to be there from the optional internals, put economy class for all of them, besides your three slot. That's where your shields go. So if you hit something, you don't actually take damage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You need an FSD booster, and then you also need a whole lot of heat sinks if you're hauling wanted criminals.
Well, not if they're going out of Rubigo Mines, because they won't scan you.
Yeah,
Well, they won't scan you at Rubigo. They will scan you at
Housers, yeah.
Housers, or they'll try to scan you when you get to the beacon.
You just as you approach, you just wait to.
I've never been scanned at the beacon. They would have to send Vipers or something along those lines to do that, and I've never had a passenger ship.
It tends only to be when surface is in Civil War straight the amount you get onto the beacon.
So my optional internals my utility mounts are all just heat sinks. So I can.
You're quite lucky with that one.
Yeah.
Now, we say that and watch Trium first run into Rubigo Mines, they'll get ganged.
I have to check and see what kind of module placements I've got on board the Python. I'm not sure I can give it all up, but hang on here.
It's just the mission reward for credit cap at surface Rubigo Mines is 5 million is like the highest you can get, and then like it's consistently 3 to 5 million.
To get the 5 million, you need 2 things in place. You need everyone to be ally.
Yeah.
Or at least and you need to be elite.
Well, I'm very close to getting Robogo Cartel as an ally. I have the other 2 already.
You need your explorer rank, but if you keep doing the big gold missions, you'll get the elite. So he's probably elite anyway.
I'm elite already.
Yeah.
Trium's an explorer anyway, so he should have it by now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I tried out Hazard Reach, and I was just getting like 1 million credits for or 2 million credits missions. You go over to the mines, and they're like, 5 million credits? Yes, please.
Well, I was there one day, and I was bitching to Marcus, and he flew up and looked at me and goes, "These suck."
Yeah. Well, sometimes they are, because yesterday I couldn't get any missions, not any, but ones that paid really well, so I just gave up and left the area.
You should have bought Flip.
I did board Flip.
I was the other day when I was there, I was having the same. It wasn't that I wasn't getting missions; I was only getting 1 or 2 missions per faction.
Yeah.
just to fill up the ship.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so I made 10. This run I made with 5 dedicated passenger slots, 10.2 million out of Hauser's Reach. And you're saying I can do double that, over double that with the other.
Yeah.
I average on running out of there anywhere from 25 to 28 million without board flipping most of the time.
Usually 23 to 26 million is the average. 28 sometimes you can hit as well if you get a couple of 5 million missions.
Yeah, the 5 million ones are the key.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. We'll have a look at our shipyard, and we'll switch to the Python right now. And I'll tell you all about the Python in just a moment.
Well, don't sell the Anaconda, just buy yourself a Python and park it up.
No, I'm not buying a Python. I have one here already, so I don't have to buy one.
Yeah.
Ship it down to houses and taxis.
Storage options. Use the ship for free.
I thought you did a shitload of exploring and got a couple of billion from all your.
No, I have queued up in the exploration. I have over 1 million credits now ready to be cashed in as well. We're in the Python for the first time since Christ was a child. Holy shit, it's been, look at the dust in here.
Have we got full ally reputation? Wait till you get to the Beagle and send some data in to get reputation.
Wow, what a cramped command deck. This just seems like really small.
What's the part now?
Anyway, okay. Starport Services, let's have a look at the outfitting.
Yeah, you need a Guardian FST booster on it.
I don't think one's available until I take this back to the bubble.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you have to get that.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
I have to go to the nearest Guardian tech broker, which I don't know where that
Or
is.
if you have an engineer unlocked to increase your overall boost, that works too.
Alternatively, next time you reach Shadar, just put one on another ship and then store it and then send it down next.
It natively, without the booster, it jumps 34 light years. So I mean,
you'll get 3 or 4 jumps to get to surface without it. With it, you'll get 2.
Do you have a booster on this thing?
I don't.
If you don't have a booster, you'll have to take 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do have the F5H Guardian frameshift booster already equipped.
Nice.
So I have the prismatic shield generator, 5A collector
If you
lift.
get to 5, you'll have to sacrifice a large cabin space. You need 3, probably.
Well, you need 4 or 5, really, in my experience.
No, I mean, just to run from the Beagle at surface, you only need a 3.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all we ever run.
5 won't give you any benefit extra, because surface is kind of floating out a bit separate from other.
Well, the other thing is, okay.
Plus you'd have to sacrifice a lot of cabin space.
Well, it's either way, because like I have a 5H on mine too, and I'm still making 25 million.
But you still only get 2 jumps, aren't you? You're not getting only 1 jump.
Yeah, I get 2 jumps.
Yeah, exactly. I've got 3 and I get 2 jumps, so you can't gain any quicker jump.
Yeah, without the Guardian booster, it's 3 jumps. With it, it's 2.
I can get the Biweave shield generator on a brand new one.
Yeah. You want the smallest shield that you can put on there.
Yeah, that'll increase my jump by almost a light year. It'll take me over 35 light years.
Yeah, the mass of okay.
Well, I do it so I can fit another passenger cabin on there.
And I will buy the Biweave shield generator 6C. Right now.
Because all the shield generator really does is just like prevent you from hitting things. It's not preventing you combat.
You usually get some that are bitchy if you get hull damage.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing about the 6C Biweave shield generator is that, oh shit, it's not you can't get prismatic, right? It's impossible with Biweave.
What? I don't get it. Because like prismatics are totally different shields than Biweaves.
Yeah, but I have access to prismatics right now.
Yeah, you don't need them on this build.
Okay. So
You want to get a DSC.
You're looking for something that's going to give you a 30 to 33 light year jump range full of passenger cabins. If I remember right, it's 59. Is it 59 light years?
yeah,
To Theos from Robigo.
I know. That really wasn't the question. It was more the question of, can it be done? Can you get a prismatic bi-weave shield generator? Straightforward question.
No. So you can't get bi-weave prismatics.
Okay, that answers the question. That's all I need to know.
They're like normal shields.
Making it too complicated.
Alright, sorry.
Store.
You can give them fast. You can give them fast charge, but that doesn't compare to
No, it's irrelevant, and you're not going to do engineering out here. Okay, so we got a fuel scoop. I don't think I need the fuel scoop right now.
You won't need it when you get there. When you get there, you won't need it.
Store that one.
Store it. You'll have to store everything you don't want at the houses reach.
I've got 3 compartments upwards from class 5 through class 6 now ready.
Robigo Mines has no outfitting facility whatsoever.
I can even keep my vehicle bay if I want, but I don't really need to.
Well, for the Python build, you don't need any of that. You're sacrificing everything for passenger
I understand.
cabins.
But if I can get some exploration value out of it, I'd like to keep that. So we'll store this for now, and we'll take the following. So we have a docking computer, the detailed surface scanner, the advanced discovery scanner, and of course the planetary approach suite. So those are my options. That gives me 5 spaces to allocate to passengers. Standby. Who we got in here for passenger storage? Can you buy passenger modules at the mines?
No, that has no outfitting whatsoever.
Okay, then I'll have to ship them in from the
bubble.
Or I can take them off the Anaconda.
Go to COS.
And I will take them off the Anaconda for this.
Go to COS. COS. You get a good swamp from the Anaconda. Go to COS. COS.
No, I don't have the locker space to allocate.
Look at the system next to surface. It's called COS.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Again.
One of them. Yeah, one of them does passenger.
Yeah, it's irrelevant because I'm just gonna use the.
Yeah, he's already got the cabins, so.
I already have the cabins here. I may as well just swap them.
Then you're all good.
So back to the shipyard. Use the Anaconda and de-equip all passenger cabins.
I'll be up in 2 minutes.
Storage options. Use the ship again.
There you go, hazardous reach.
Interestingly, my Anaconda is worth over 362 million credits with passenger cabins. So, I've seen it go over 400 million with the other options right now. And now, we will go to outfitting and de-equip. Computer, show me all optional internal packages and de-equip. De-equip 3 first-class passenger cabins, 6C, 6C, and 5C.
Whoa! I didn't realize we got that much credits for doing the community goal. I got 16 million.
Unable to comply. Storage, locker, full.
No, I was in the top. That was just the top 75%.
Top 75%. Oh, was that a different one that was on this? Did it get all the way up to tier 1?
They got all the way up to tier 8, so the top 10 commanders got 43 million.
So people were probably more keen than last time then. I don't know.
So I need to go over to the station and get that. Does this time out or?
I'm selling an enforcer cannon from Panavental. I don't need that shit. It's useless anyway. Sell it. And it's only worth 14,000 credits. But it's taking up a cargo space, so the hell with it. So.
Have you got voice attack on that tree?
Decontamination limpet controller. Repair. Shutdown field. Repair.
Have you got Trium?
Yeah.
Are you using voice attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just not with this. You don't understand, do you? Alright, good God, man, how many passenger cabins all over this sector? 2 fuel tanks, a cargo rack, and 5 E.
I really wish I could just delete every single. Inbox.
Erebate, you don't need
Inbox.
So,
There we go. Clean the inbox. I love it when it doesn't do that anymore. Doesn't give you like a mission complete. It does, but you don't see it in your inbox anymore.
you don't need that. You don't need that either. Like, you don't need any of this shit. It is always crap. I have like 4 more locker spaces taken up by 64 rack cargo bays. 2 Guardian shard cannons. 3 Guardian shard cannons.
Keep me some wage.
What the hell is this alien thing here?
Mirror.
Oh my god! A 6D frame shift drive that no one is using and no one has used, and counted. Well, it's got modifications, increased FSD range and mass manager. Ditch it. So, the hell with it. You don't need that many first class passenger cabins. Sell that.
Shield, frame shift drive, cargo hatch.
You have a collector limpet controller.
That ship's done.
Multi-cannons, 2E and 2F. Shot cannon 2E.
When do you think the update's going to drop for me?
I don't know.
When would you guess? Get to guess.
Sometime in December.
That's what I'm hoping. So mid-December, between 10th and 20th, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Because it makes sense because they're cutting off the server December 3rd, and then I expect launch to be somewhere in December or early January, probably.
You know Australia tree with there'll be new engineers.
Yes.
I'm wondering if they're going to put some new engineers to be able to upgrade all the mining gear, since that's going to be a big thing. The lasers,
that's true.
The new collectors and shit like that, you know.
That's all going to be, yeah.
That would be interesting. Because at the moment you can't do fuck all with the mining lasers or lamps or anything. It'd be interesting if they do an engineer that allows you to upgrade all that to give you better mining abilities if you want.
Yeah. I'm selling some shot cannon gear because it's taking up space and it's not being used.
That wouldn't be something they would really need to get heavily tested by a beta, so they might be sneaking that in.
You go to Lotha?
I'm wondering if there's any truth in a Guardian material trader as well.
I do not need a class 3 interdictor.
Excuse me.
Class 4, yes, but no class 3. Guardian frame shift drive booster 5H available in the solar system.
Why is it glitching?
Okay, we now have 10 slots available. Computer, reconfigure for optional internals. I need you to de-equip all the first-class passenger cabins. Store. 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 Store.
Charger, Crusader, Charger, Crusader, Charger, Crusader, visual differences, sword, dome.
And that's it. 5 cabins were de-equipped. Alright, ready to switch back to Python.
Even though it's a bitch,
It really is comical watching people try to rob this Type 9. It just fucking cracks me up.
They'll never be able to.
Oh, didn't you want to shoot guns at me, or did you want me to use them? I remember you saying about like your shields or something like that.
I did it with Daniel.
Okay.
No, no.
Alright, I'll be back in a second.
No, transfer. Take the following. 60 first passenger cabin transfer to the ship. Transfer complete.
Oh dear. Oh, I miss using my life before.
How's your cats, Marcus?
Oh, good. Very good.
That's good. Mine's on my bed, staring at me judgmentally.
I'm not sure went through mine. I'll go up beside me here. I don't know if she was here.
No, I don't want.
She's been touched with fucking hip for there's a squirrel.
Hey, that's what's up. What?
Hey, it's Ross here in Ottawa again. Still.
I'm on my way to pick up my 16 million.
Where was that? Under or something like that?
Oh, Aloha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the conflict zones. That was really...
I was in a conflict zone for 3 hours this morning.
Ah!
Straight 3 hours without ever leaving it, just synthesizing. I got my master up to dangerous.
Nice.
Then I unlocked Laurie fucking Jameson, who's an alcoholic descendant of the original Jameson apparently, because she wanted 25 tons of ale. Cow.
Well, that's why you've been going on about
that gets killed. That really?
That's why you've been going on about the alcoholic tramp all night.
Do what?
She's a great granddaughter of Jameson, so she asked for 25 tons of ale. I was like, really? You're going to drink all that?
By yourself?
And she went, I'll actually smoke go for
What?
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 What did you say?
I'm on about Jameson's granddaughter. Laurie Jameson wanting 25 tons of fucking ale. You know, you've got some guy smoking 50 tons of cigars and somebody drinking 25 tons of brandy and somebody 25 tons of ale. It's a very encouraging game.
Here's a major question. Major question. What's the difference between, well, which do you prefer using, the burst laser or the pulse laser?
Well, I prefer using what?
Burst or pulse lasers?
I prefer burst.
Burst. Very well.
This guy interdicted me his Captain Lynx. Commander Captain Lynx is his name. He interdicted me and told me to give him 20 tons of cargo. I said, fuck off, and jumped out. And he came back by the station. I said, you're the worst fucking pirate ever. And he goes, what's that goddamn shit made of? Give me 20 tons of cargo. Suck a bag of dicks.
What was he shooting you with? Or like...
I don't know. He shot me with lasers initially, then he fired off 2 torpedoes at me. He typed, this is a robbery, make a full stop, drop 20 units. I said, fuck you. He goes, please stop. Please stop.
Don't you have any dictators for that?
Don't you have any shame?
Hey, I got back. I said, you're the worst pirate ever. Please stop. Oh, bless. Would you like me to drop you a teddy bear? You know, some balloons, having some sweeties. Yeah.
Please, it's the ground. Will you please stop?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna carry a fish, and when you gotta drop your cargo, I'm just gonna drop a fish out the back.
You should just drop 1 unit of bio-waste for him.
Yeah, fish? Oh, that would be great.
Here's a canister of bio-waste.
Carry 100 tons of bio-waste, and every time somebody interdicts it, just drop 25 tons of bio-waste. Wait till they scoop it up and they're going, what the fuck is this? And then open fire on them.
Launching.
Or the funny part, have a Type 9 and just dump 740 tons of bio-waste on it.
Here are 720 tons of wet shit.
And that when you fire on them, they can explode.
Mines.
Or the other thing you can do too is make drop 25 to 30 bio-waste and then drop 25 or 30 mines, so when they go pick it up, they're going to a mining field.
Surprise!
Unless the ship collectors are, which most of them probably will.
I wonder if a collector would pick up the mine and bring it back.
That'd be hilarious. They brought her back to the ship and exploded.
That'd be awesome.
They're screaming, no, don't bring it back, don't bring it back. Tick, 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 tick.
Is it
It'd be awesome. You should try and find out.
My limpet is dragging mines.
Where you been, Squaddle?
Busy.
You been playing that stupid truck game?
No. Last night I was grinding up deer meat. I've been running errands after work.
Would you make sausage or hamburger?
I just ground it all up in hamburger. At some point, I bought a bunch of bacon pieces and ends. I'm going to make some kind of breakfast sausage out of some of it.
You're making my mouth water, man.
I probably got 25 pounds of ground venison sitting at the bottom of my fridge I need to do something with.
Chili, man.
I had chili the other night.
Oh.
Before the last night. Oh. Yes. Yeah, night before last night I had fresh chili. Fresh venison as I was cutting it up.
Yeah.
I bet I got between the loins and a bunch of stew meat and some steaks and all kinds of stuff I cut up, big chunks. I got somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds of meat there, so I've already got, off the one deer, 50 pounds of meat.
That's
meat.
meat.
I got something that I got to cut up that's all gristly yet, try and trim the gristle off.
That's meat for the winter. There you go.
Yeah, eat. Look, she can cut it up for the salad then. So.
Okay, on our way to Robigo Mines now. We'll test this theory about the 2 times boost on revenue.
Holy shit! I just made almost $2 million off of one run in the community goals selling robotics.
Yep.
Nice. $2 $2,600 $2,600 profit per ton.
How many jumps you gotta go to?
2.
That ain't bad.
Type 9, yeah.
Yeah, and a Type 9.
So my cutter hauls about the same as the Type 9 does.
Yeah, and that probably, well, it's...
I can haul 704 tons with a shield.
Yeah, it's,
Shield and a landing.
Cool.
It's a 28 light year jump between where the robotics are sold, so you might be able to do it in one jump with a cutter.
Yeah, I might be able to.
How much does the robotic cost?
It'd be about 650 tons I'd be carrying then per load, roughly.
What'd you say?
Then one jump.
How much does the robotics cost?
Hold on a second. Buying them for $20.35 and selling them for $46.60.
Oh, so you're actually making a net profit. Right.
Holy fuck! Microcontrollers, you can buy them for $61.50 and sell them for $11,252.
5,000 per ton. That ain't bad.
Wow!
Approaching Robogo mines now, about 30 seconds.
Is that one of the items that they're looking for?
Robotics, microcontrollers, and computer components.
Can't see the fucking community logo on my map.
I just don't have a cargo ship at the moment.
Currently, there's a Hercules class cargo ship KAS
We jumped into
093.
this.
Huh?
Do what?
Hercules class bulk cargo ship
Sorry, dropped out.
Yeah,
KAZ.
I dropped out. Got back.
Were you asking me a question?
Big of a nice.
I was gonna ask a question. Somebody jumped into the music channel on my Discord page and shut the music off on me, or what?
No, I didn't.
How could that
Somebody
even
did.
happen?
You should have been running for like 34 hours.
Don't you have to be admin in order to do that?
I don't think so. I think anyone can run it.
Nah, I think you got to be admin in order to do that.
There shouldn't be any restrictions. Pretty much anyone should be able to turn it on if they're in the,
Oh,
Sorry,
in
where-
the music channel and using the rhythm text channel to call it on.
I'm not seeing a community go on the fucking
I don't mess with your stuff as well. I don't mess with stuff as well.
Docking at Robogo mines.
it's ADENETS. Adenets. ADENETS.
I just can't see the community logo on the map.
Clearance granted, day 5.
What's the tier at?
I just started today, so it's at.
Right, so we'll reinforce.
Auto dock engaged. This is a terrorist carrier.
Well, it looks like Spike left me some stuff, some reading material over my channel.
It's a tier 3 right now. One of them is a tier 3. The bounty vouchers is a tier 3, and the
bounties?
yeah, there's bounties and there's
The community go logo hasn't been placed on the galaxy map.
yeah, it does.
Yes.
Well, it isn't on mine.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy some food, so I'll be back, guys.
Show community goals. I've got the community goals icon selected in my options. It's not showing on my map. The little one, the yellow one with the star, it's not showing on mine.
Why the hell do I have 116 million credits now all of a sudden?
Right.
Community goal.
I didn't solve or do anything. I just somehow got this money.
Magic.
No. And I didn't sell anything during my re-equip phase.
It's 124 light years, Marcus, from Shinrada.
Yeah,
Make any
see the system. I just don't understand why me just leaving the on this re-voting in case it's.
Probably because you got sideways with the city and you're no longer invited to name community goals.
Oh shit! I'm not allied with the right parties here. Or wait, no, I do have alliance. Requirements
Yeah.
not met. Passenger counts. Economy up to 15, and they're paying up to 4 point. Oh my God, they're paying huge amounts. But I don't know.
And the light bulb goes on.
Welcome to Rubigo Mines.
So you need economy space, and I don't have it.
Yeah. I thought I was trying to. Okay.
No, you didn't say that requirement either.
Yes, he did. I heard him.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you, I was like,
all economy passenger cabins.
Well, trying to tell me doesn't help. I have to actually hear it. So.
Oh.
I have two shipments here worth 2.7
Come on,
million.
Pooh, and he can't hear you over the sound of his own voice unless you shout.
No, it's unless the frickin' server retransmits what people are saying to me. And if I don't hear it, then there's not much I can fucking do about it. Is there? No.
Well, there's not much tech out there anyway. Except if you go COS, you can get the passenger cabins, I think, but they're not as big as you want them to.
Well, the only thing I can do is I can ship the passenger cabins out here in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but
ship those and make sure they're all economy. And you.
Okay, so they all have to be economy, all have to be class 6, all have to be class 5, all have to be class 4. Economy class is what we're looking for.
It's wherever you put them. So, like, what you're trying to do is stack a whole bunch of missions that pay a whole lot.
Yeah, but you can't stack missions. This is the problem. This is why you need the module space, typically, for passenger missions, is because the passengers will take up the whole frickin' module. It doesn't matter how many of them there are. In this case, however, it appears that economy passenger class accommodation is what you're looking for, so... Anyway, okay.
Please let me explain. Some of the stuff you think is vital, like shields and like all the other stuff, it isn't vital. You just take it out to get money.
I'm just not flying without protection. I just don't. It's too frustrating for me to fly around without shields. I've had too many incidents with too many systems of people. Taking advantage of the situation. I imagine it won't happen in the server, but there is always a chance I'll join an open server. And if I do,
to do that, you use the grade 3 shields.
But they're useless.
So, like, true, but hear me out. What you're doing is, like, for every mission you complete, back and forth, you go there, scan, then go back. You make more than your ship is worth. So it doesn't matter if you blow up or not. There will always be more missions there for you. And your ship is
I don't think that's
really
true in the case of this ship. It's worth over 100 million credits.
Ah, there you go. I rebooted the game and I've got the icon now.
Yeah, eventually that would be true, yes, but...
That's very odd that that didn't have anticipated that it to do full fucking...
Because how I look at it is like, where's...
I guess so. Hang on a second. I can do both by taking the existing modules.
The price of buying a Python and fully equipping it is about 100 mil. You'll make that in an hour.
Yeah.
Well, no, mine, as I said, mine is worth more than 100 million. I have extensions.
Is it all grade A?
What?
Is it all grade A?
It's upgraded like out the wazoo.
No, I'm not about engineering. I mean, just the ship plus the modules. Is it all grade A?
Yeah. I think it's all grade
But
A.
I was talking about the rebuy costs. Like, the rebuy cost is nothing. So,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so not like going to buy a new Python per...
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not worth going out there with a...
The rebuy of it'll be between 5 and 10 million.
Okay, just so for the record, and just so I don't miss anything vital in the future, I cannot hear... There is a problem. Unfortunately, the Discord makes the mistake of trying to disguise and cover up that two people can talk at once and be heard at the same time. That is not how this is going to work. They're swapping packets through the network very quickly, granted, but But two people talking, you're going to lose some of the context and some of what's said. Inevitably, it's just not full duplex.
That's where, I don't know, that's the way this guy works, where it works. Can't talk about it.
No, I guess. One of the many things I don't like about Discord. Its user interface blows chunks and it tries to hide things.
Blows chunks. It's got a double meaning in the UK. Yes, somebody tells you they're blowing chunks, you don't want to know anymore.
There's no workshop here. There's no capacity for outfitting. I have to go back.
You have to go back. I told you there wasn't any.
I already told you that, it's not outfitting.
I already told you that.
Oh god, do I have to go through this again?
You go, I'll just read.
Both of you are talking at the same time. I'm not getting communicated.
No, we literally told you before. I even told you. Marcus told you. Poon told you that there was no outfitting at that station.
Yeah, but people minds is good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that, and I don't know how I wouldn't have, but I didn't. That's all I can tell you. It's not me not listening to you, believe me. I'm hearing every single breath you're taking and every word spoken, but one way or the other, the message is okay, going back. Again. Quaid's vision. What's there?
Yeah. I do it.
I do have a solution for that. You probably won't like it.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Bag over my head?
No, I won't put a bag over your head. Remember, I'm the psychopath of the group, so...
If you want to put a bag over my head, I'd have to tell you I'm not really into autoerotic asphyxiation.
No.
Okay, that was interesting to come back to.
They've been threatening me sexually.
You know what?
It's probably the most playtime you've gotten in years.
I didn't say it was unwelcome. I just pointed it out, merely as observation.
We all know you enjoy the attention.
Jump. Ooh, neat S-curve.
Looks like Spike must be AFK.
Anyway, I'm going to have to finish this off tomorrow now that I understand all the dynamics involved and have the evidence which I was seeking. I wasn't actually going to do a mission, so I don't have to be at that particular location this instant. Instead, I'll just fly back to Hauser's Reach and call it a night. It's getting late here. And I have work to do tomorrow.
That's over. That's over.
Hey.
So how do they know you're actually working or not, Trium? Do they got some kind of tracker
We
you
don't
log into?
In my profession, we don't punch cards. I simply report my time, and they believe me. It's the.
Oh, but you heard he's got a device strapped to his ankle.
Exactly.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
It's a sexual device tapped to my ankle. That's the puzzling part.
He's got a thing. He's got a thing around his ankle that's a restraining order, and
against myself. Multiple personalities as well.
Yeah, he's under house arrest.
Yeah. Actually, my brother was under house arrest for a time.
Oh God, do we need to know?
Turns out he was working for biker gangs hereabouts. Well, not in the eastern part of the country, but out west. Close to where the squad lives, ironically. Somewhat. So I doubt he'd ever make it across the border. don't think you have to worry about that ever again.
I don't. That's the fucking shit.
You just don't want to because Trump's there. Sorry, Trump's your president. I'm not visiting your country.
No, my president.
Not my president.
Well, as much as y'all love Trump, think of it this way. He's really good at diverting attention away from the important things, and so y'all don't know what's actually going on. You're paying more attention to him and his dumb rants than what's actually anything important going on in our government.
Well, the media, the smart people, actually try to look over his shoulder to see who he's covering for.
They can't be believed. It's fake news. Oh, we're under attack and an escape vector is plotted.
Yeah, the media are the only ones playing into his hands, especially CNN and Fox. And
it's an Adder-class vessel.
You're the bad people.
Can I escape? Unless this is another player in an Adder-class vessel. But why would that be? I've evaded interdiction. Nope, sorry. No interdict for you today. Resume course.
Has Dino been on it tonight, or?
Yeah. Collect a bit of spit ties with bike for an hour or so, and then.
Say, because he tried sending me a message shortly after I got off work, but I was running my kids around, and then I had to go do the Christmas/grocery shopping shit for the week.
Yeah, I think there might be a way to see if we were going to be playing some spit ties map.
No players detected. That was an NPC. Sorry.
We pissed off a while ago. I did. I think he must have gone to bed or something.
I drank too much vodka, passed out again.
Probably. Won't do him any good.
Last night was the night before I logged in for being played with him, and he got himself all kinds of stupid shit faced. It wasn't even 20 minutes into the session, he had to log out and go to bed.
Okay. It's not going to do him any good. Oh, it is fucking off.
Drinking in moderation is fine. I think he's got to learn the moderation part.
Well, we don't make a heart attack 6 months ago. He's only going to end up giving himself another one. And he might not survive this time if he keeps coming home from work and getting shit-faced within an hour of sitting down at his desk.
Have you tried looking? Have you tried?
We've told him.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
We've told him he keeps doing it. He keeps saying that he's going to stop, and then 10 minutes later he's going around the shop to buy another bottle. So, what can you do? Yeah.
The doctors haven't warned him, or?
We can't nanny him. Well, the doctor doesn't need to warn him. When he had a fucking major heart attack 6 months ago, you'd think he'd learn. I mean, he said himself that was from his heavy smoking and drinking previously, so he knows what the cause was.
The smoking will have a big part in it. I don't know how much alcohol actually affects the arteries and everything else that get plugged up, causes heart attack.
But if it's
alcohol is a bit of a blood thinner.
Yeah, if it's all he does, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it helps if you overdo it too often. But
I mean, it fucks your liver up, and if your liver's not functioning properly, your heart's not going to function properly at the same time.
No, you have to be in shape for your liver to regenerate.
Yeah, it's a balance. And like you say, it's moderation.
Yeah.
Nobody around here has any problem with him drinking. It's when he starts fucking slurring and becoming weird and aggressive.
It's become like a well.
It's been liquidated for the last 2 weeks now, I think.
I've seen it for him, but I've seen
if he's trying to keep up with me and my drinking every night, well, I don't drink that much every night to get shit.
I don't think he's trying to keep it, he's trying to drown his sorrows, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's no good, because he's just going to start alienate himself with people around you who just don't want to sit there and listen to him. They don't want to sit in the same fucking voice chat. He's coming in the voice chat now and people are leaving regularly.
Like with me.
You know, I'm not going to name names of who's told me this as well, but, you know, there have been a handful of people who are not happy or comfortable around him anymore.
Huh.
And it's getting towards double figures.
Hey, Trium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm uncomfortable when you come into the chat page. That's why I leave anytime you join.
Well, that's what I thought, and that was the aim. But
no, but serious. So,
I'm trying not to be that antisocial, but if I'm achieving what an alcoholic is.
There is a time when drinking just becomes antisocial behaviour, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think like if he doesn't check it, it's going to become like a disease.
It's going to be from his fucking funeral, that's what it's going to become.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll happen very quickly too. It will be a big surprise to some people because not everyone can see alcoholism. My cousin went through it with her husband.
I mean, he's my age, that's a disturbing thing. He's only going 40 this year.
Holy shit. That's like 10 years younger than me.
Yeah, he's only turning 40 this December, so it's not like he's fucking old.
Shit,
Wow.
usually it's the mid to late 40s when widowmakers start
Exactly.
becoming common.
Exactly. That's why you have to wonder what the state of his health is. You know.
Well, some of the things he says if he eats ramen noodles on a regular basis, that's shitting for you.
That's not good either.
High in salt and high in carbs, that's two stripes right there as far as
There you
clogging
go.
arteries up.
Smoking, drinking. Well, he doesn't smoke now, he vapes, but I don't know how vaping.
It's the same thing.
It's
literally the same thing.
smoking. Possibly, I don't know.
Smoking will fuck up the arteries in the body.
What about vaping? Oh, he vapes now.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what I don't know what vaping does physically, because obviously it's not taking, smoking aromas. It's
instead of smoke, you're basically inhaling fumes or vapors, whatever. Still, vaping is still a form of.
oh yeah,
Inhalers.
nicotine.
It
But it doesn't have all the
nicotine
tar.
somehow.
Doesn't have the tar and shit in it that a cigarette has, does it?
Yeah, most of the cigarettes' harmful effects they say are from the tar. I don't
Yeah,
know.
all the tar and formaldehyde and
All the other
shit
crap.
in a fucking cigarette.
And they end up having to put filters on them in order to try to filter it out. It's kind of pathetic.
The filters don't make it.
Really. Not really, no.
all that filth may not be in it, but you know.
I don't know. I
Straight
used to smoke and chew, and I'm glad I gave those habits up years ago.
But, what you say, salty noodles and
There are alternatives if he's addicted to nicotine. I mean, why doesn't he just use a patch or one of the tablets that you can take, lozenges?
Some of those lozenges don't really do shit.
Okay, what about the patches?
I know some of those things don't do shit from personal experience. If you ingest massive amounts of nicotine on a regular basis, it don't do anything.
Well, you have to want to as well. Like, an addiction is not something you can, and I'm speaking from personal experience, it's not something you just deal with and go like, okay, it'll go away on its own. You have to concentrate on it and force yourself to change the discipline, the normal habits of your life. And for most people, that isn't very easy for an adult to do.
When I quit smoking, I had to basically avoid anyone who smoked. Just basically stay the hell away from anyone who smoked. And basically change the core group of people that I hung out with.
Yeah, it is a social. Definitely, it's a social thing. I can hang out with smokers still, but it's an individual thing in every case, I guess. As for the patches, I've heard that they work. Some people swear by them. Other people, like yourself,
Swear at them.
at them. Yeah, they don't seem to do that. But there are a variety of remedies, is the point I'm trying to get at here. And as for the alcoholism, well, that's a much more difficult challenge and perhaps more pernicious even than nicotine. Although, in some respects, a healthy heroin addiction would be better because at least.
Well, when it comes to alcoholism, it's not what I can do. I live 5,000 miles away. I can either go fucking give him a slap around the face and tell him to put his arms together.
Yeah, but that's not going to solve anything. I mean, it's far more complex than just smacking someone upside the head and say stop.
Well, I didn't mean actually physically. I meant the,
Be more supportive, that's what you're saying.
tongue lashing kind of, what the fuck are you doing yourself?
Yeah.
Pull yourself together, man. Somebody like that needs to be fucking...
At some level, he's probably aware of what's happening. He just doesn't know.
Oh, he's aware. Trust me, he's very aware.
He just doesn't know a way out of it at this point. But he should seek help. If he needs it, then get a professional involved and say, look, I have this problem, and I would like you to
know he was in the military, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was from Marines.
Well, there you go. So they must have programs over there for veterans.
He's single and doesn't have much for family shit. I wonder if he isn't actually suffering from PTSD.
He's got a mother and brother.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. He might
If he's suffering from PTSD, he doesn't have a real close family that he interacts with regularly.
True.
Friends that he interacts with regularly. They could go undiagnosed and become pretty self-destructive. Big hurry.
Yeah, a lot of the returning American soldiers from recent conflicts have had difficulty reintegrating into civilian life after their service is complete. And it's been something of an issue. But the Americans have tried, at least in the later years, to look after the returning veterans.
Well, it's a recurring thing for any military branch, for any military, because you're literally treating your once civilians into military killing machines.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
There's nothing in the civilian world that compares to
of course not. No.
dedication and the training and the mentality that the military has.
But you're supposed
so basically taking somebody who's all gung-ho, ready to start World War III, and you're telling them, okay, now it's time to sit here
and enjoy life, yeah.
Enjoy life. It's psychological.
Military action aside, somebody told me that he was once the first respondent at an embassy bombing, so...
Oh, good lord.
Well, he is a medic in the military, so I'm sure he saw
some ripe candidates.
Some really bad injuries and casualties.
There's a ripe candidate for PTSD right there, yeah.
Yep.
Might be worth looking into. I don't know how close you are to him, or get him to do it himself. If that's possible.
I don't like...
no, none of us
people's behaviour. It's up to them to tell us, not us to go prying into theirs. Or they can just turn around and accuse you of harassment. That's the problem. They've got to come to you. If you start digging in their affairs, it's...
Well, yeah, but veterans have... But something as serious as PTSD can affect the safety of the public as well. So if he's trained as a military, it's not entirely up to him necessarily, I would argue. But
that's one of the differences between the Canadian society and American society is here in America. We can't use the excuse of public safety to invade somebody else's
It's not an excuse.
Privacy.
To be perfectly clear, it's a legitimate concern, especially with PTSD, and especially with instances by the dozen I could cite in the United States.
Well, you saw
How many times have we seen images on television of people running over with vehicles and later found out, oh, they were with the Navy and they served on a ship in Iraq, and they were hearing voices in their head afterwards, why didn't the Navy look into this? Just on the basis of constitutional rights? Well, that's perfect, except 20 people are now dead instead of one,
Well, it's because of one person, but you can't control, like, you can't legislate morality. Or, like...
Really? You're gonna try leveling that argument in response to...
No, it's legit facts. Like, I can make a law that says you can't run over 20 people. It's still fucking illegal, but people are still gonna, like, go do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's true. Yes, absolutely. But it's defeating the point. The point is there's something that can be done.
What?
And we're not doing it on the basis of some abstract ideal. And I think that that's morally reprehensible. But that's just me.
What happens when you go invade somebody's privacy and their personal life and everything else? All in...
It's not desirable. I completely agree with
Right,
that.
but what happens when you go and toss their fucking life upside down to find out that they weren't having a problem to start with, and you just basically stuck your nose where it don't fucking belong and caused more problems than you...
Has that ever happened even once? Cite one case. What?
Many times.
I've never heard of a single case in my entire life.
Really? That was the
And I'm
best
20 years older than
was
you by at least. I'm sure of it. How old are you?
27.
Yeah, I'm over 20 years older than you. I've never heard of a case like that in my whole life.
Age doesn't really mean jack shit, Trium.
But
when it comes down
really? Because I thought wisdom and experience did take time to accumulate. As a 30-something, I thought you'd be more on that track of thinking, but maybe I'm wrong.
Not everybody that has this, like, everybody can have different opinions. It's just like there's not one sole opinion that's totally
Age does not dictate what kind of life experience you have.
Was I dictating opinions to you?
Well, you're trying to tell Vermeer that since he's 20 years younger than you, that he hasn't seen as much as you have.
He hasn't. It's a fact.
Well, maybe Vermeer has seen a lot more horrors in his life than you have.
Maybe, but I've seen more than he has. I've been alive 2 decades full longer than he has. So I've seen more. Yes, I can say that. That's part of being alive longer. What's wrong with that?
Now look, I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, because that's just so fucking strange, isn't it? Making a quantitative judgment like that when it's so patently obvious.
I don't know when the conversation went from Dino's troubles to each other.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just pointing out that, like, it's not really good to, like, fart into people's privacy.
Yeah, I said that before. I said, you know,
And I agreed with this.
In case he accused you of harassing him, you know.
I agreed with that. It's not desirable to...
You can ask him if he's okay and if he needs any help, but you can't say, listen, you're a pisshead and you're a fucking idiot and we're going to stop you drinking, you know, you can't do that.
No. I think we're of one mind on that question. I completely agree.
Or you could just totally ignore him and not want anything to do with him, and that's your choice, you know.
Right. That would be the way
that seems to be choosing, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not necessarily desirable either, right?
But it's not desirable for him, but if people don't want to associate with somebody who's a drunk for their own reasons, that's their choice.
Oh, that's their choice, absolutely. Completely agree with that.
I've had too many experiences like that.
Yeah, some people don't want that. They come on here to play computer games with people, not to listen to somebody pissed out their heads and pouring their fucking emotions over a chat channel.
Is that what I was doing?
You know, there's no, not you. I'm on a fucking Dino!
Everything's about you.
Well, I'm sorry, it was mentioned, so I just naturally wondered. I wasn't spilling my emotions, believe me. I'm as dispassionate a debater as they come. I can sound peaked. I'll certainly use emotion to sound more argumentative than I actually feel. Maybe that's wrong. But I think the point is well worth being made that there is something to be said for taking an interest in someone else's welfare than just ignoring them.
The only thing you can do in the long run is tell them that if they need someone to talk to, you're there to listen. And that's generally
Perhaps.
the most you can really do. Offer to help, offer... I mean, you cannot help somebody who does not want to help.
Agreed.
It will actually cause more problem.
I learned that the hard way.
But we are talking about, I mean, people who had their life turned upside down anyway. They were started off being civilians, then they were thrust into a military conflict, and now we're asking them to go back to...
We've got no guarantee that he is traumatized.
No, that's true. That's what has to be looked into.
That's just hearsay, I guess.
Yeah, well...
I just said there's a possibility.
There's a possibility, exactly.
Nobody knows. I'm not a doctor, so I can't make that call.
No.
I mean, it's saying for a doctor to make a call, it's for Dino himself to say, you know, yes, I've had experiences and they fuck my mind up, but... at the moment, I don't think it is that.
Okay.
regs of the Commonwealth of Gene. Yeah. It's like complete overhaul. All of them except for Australia.
Yeah, there's only 4 there that haven't changed out of the original 20, whatever it is.
New Zealand is still pretty much, New Zealand and Australia pretty much stayed.
Yeah, they haven't changed.
Taiwan's,
Canada changed its
Cook Islands.
the Cook Islands.
Captain
Cook.
Canada changed its flag on the first century of its independence from Great Britain.
Captain James Cook. He was born very close to where I am now.
And it was the result of a contest, which you had to enter. Parliament had to make a ruling on.
What the fuck am I about now?
Where are the Cook Islands?
They're in the South Pacific.
Kind of in the New Zealand, Australia.
They're part of the Polynesian archipelago.
Neighborhood.
Or Micronesia, I guess as it's now known.
Captain Cook was a British explorer.
Yeah, he's famous for getting his ship mutinied on the Bounty, and he ended up rowing back to London Harbour from where his ship mutinied. He's rounded the Horn of Cape of Good Hope and came up the coast of Africa and docked his ship due to superior seaman skills in London Harbour, where he met with the Admiralty. If you can believe it. Apparently it's documented very well, so apparently it's what happened.
Maybe we should make you cite your sources, like a book report.
Well, I don't need sources.
HMS Bounty by Captain Cook isn't good enough?
I live about 2 miles away from where he was born and about 10 miles away from where his schoolroom is with the museum.
So what do you say?
I've seen his Endeavour ship, recreated Endeavour.
Yep.
Yeah,
he fared better than his crew in the end.
You probably live close to where he was murdered, though.
Yeah, he was eventually murdered. He wasn't a well-liked guy.
He wasn't well-liked. He was murdered by natives of the islands.
Was that how he ended up?
Mm-hmm.
So the Admiralty gave him another ship after the Bounty. They must.
Yeah, are you talking about the mutiny of the Bounty?
Yeah.
I don't think that was Cook.
I thought that was Cook. Maybe I get my stories mixed up. Beg your pardon.
Cook. That was.
Are you sure it wasn't the Bounty?
That was Anthony Hopkins. No, that was somebody. That was a totally different fucking ship.
No. Let me just double check this. Now you've got me all late. There's
I mean, modern plumbing has not reached Canada yet.
No, as we all
what do you want me to
know.
say?
Yes, I know. Wait a minute. This isn't right. Transfer. There we go. We want an economy class 6 cabin, please. You don't suppose that they'd notice a difference if I gave them a cargo rack instead of an economy class steerage cabin?
Well, they have no bunk to sleep in, they might get suspicious.
Well, they'll have hammocks made of twine of some sort. Probably Sargoid twine. Meta-alloys. Holy shit, I can carry 32 people in this giant cabin. I didn't think it was that many. Okay, fine. I agree. Transferred. And now... No.
One of the picture that gives you an idea of scale.
Well, actually, there is a model 16th century, a couple centuries before the Bounty, but there's a vessel in Winnipeg's Museum of Man and Nature of a 16th century Hudson's Bay Company trading ship called the Nonsuch. And it is fucking obvious that one of two things is true. Either the people had to sleep crouched into a very tiny space, or they were much shorter in the 1600s than they are today. One of those two statements is true. I don't know which.
5.5 foot was tall a couple hundred years ago.
That's what I've heard, but
here's a picture of the hill and it's on top of the moor. And if you're on, there we go. You can actually see it. It's very tiny from the distance. So. There we go.
Right. Well, I can give you a 5E class accommodation with 16 cabin.
See that?
Yeah, I see your pictures, but the third one, I'm not sure where the hell this obelisk is. I can't see it.
It's about a third from the left. You can't really... It's about a third from the left. It's about the only thing sticking up in the middle of the hill.
I thought it was a person.
Right, you see you've got the dark trees coming up from the left.
Up on the mountain and the skyline there?
Yeah, on the very top of the...
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I can see that. Just kind of, yeah.
You can just see it sticking up there.
Pretty small.
It's quite a steep climb up there.
So you...
Yeah, this is about 3 miles away.
This is, and you live next. This is where Cook grew up. Is like in your area.
No, that's where Captain Cook's monument is. This is about 3 miles from the schoolroom where he was educated as a kid. The village where he grew up. There's a statue of him and all that shit.
And how close are you to this location where you live now?
Oh, about 10-15 miles from here, I think.
So it's less than half an hour's travel, easily.
It's a good half hour on the bus or something like that.
So you're within 30 minutes drive of Cook's home stomping ground, basically. God, you know, such history we just have no concept of in this continent. You have to understand, so it's remarkable.
And it is stomping grounds. This is all.
It might be Canadian viewpoint.
Yes, because the 13 colonies go back so much further.
The local hospital.
You know, there's all kinds of local history. Wherever you go, you just got to be willing to look for it.
The hospital.
You know, with my Métis stepmother, I might not have known that either.
The hospital, the major hospital, is now called James Cook Hospital. They named a hospital after him. Yeah.
Well, apparently named a bunch of things after him.
Oh yeah, they've got a shopping centre named after him.
You understand, of course, that Sir Isaac Newton also had a number of things named after him, and his contemporaries would have described him, and I quote, A nickel-plated son of a bitch, end quote, says one historian. Canadian, yes, but historian, nonetheless.
I might have a picture of his statue. There's a statue of James Cook, but I don't know if I have a picture of it. It's in his...
It's clear he contributed a great deal to England.
Well, to the history and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these times we're talking about, I mean, the Hudson's Bay Company goes back to 1620 AD, so that's basically the arrival of the British in North America under Sir Francis Drake just a few years earlier. Actually, it was in the 1580s, I think, he hit Newfoundland for the first time, technically. Can't remember the exact year.
Why? Okay, this is saying Cook's Cottage, his parents' last home, which he is likely to have visited, is now in Melbourne, Australia, having been moved from England and reassembled brick by brick in 1934.
You're kidding.
Why the hell did they pull the house? Why did they move the house to Australia?
They wanted the house there.
Does it say that it's relation with Australia? He
discovered Australia, yeah. I mean, he has.
Well, he may have discovered Australia, but I don't understand why take the house apart and move it to Australia. I mean, it just.
People.
I don't understand what the significance is of moving the house. It's not where it originally stood. I guess to me it loses its.
I guess I can see your
significance once it got moved across the.
Yeah, I can see your point, but they wanted to move the house where they thought more people would appreciate the landmark being replanted for whatever reason.
It loses its.
Well, if you took like a board cutting beam and scooped up all the earth and everything else around it, and then just planted it somewhere else on the planet, it doesn't change it.
Habits of picking moving things around. I don't know why.
I guess so.
I can't.
It'd be like going to my grandparents' farmstead and pulling one of the buildings off and hauling it across the state and replanting it there and reminiscing the good old days of my childhood of hanging out on the farm. It's not the same thing. It's not the same place.
No, it isn't.
So, I mean, to me, it's pointless. It's like, I don't get it.
I guess for some people they treat it like a relic, like a document or something that's less, that's intended to be more portable. Like the Magna Carta recently visited Canada. There are 11 copies of it in the world. One of those copies made it to the museum here in Ottawa. I made a point of going to see it because I wanted to see the framework around which our own Constitution was ultimately laid. And I couldn't understand a thing on it, but it was important for me to see it all the same. And it didn't lose that significance because I saw it.
There are a lot of statues of James.
That's not a house, though.
No, it's a document.
Yeah, that's intended to be portable. Houses are not meant to be disassembled, hauled across the ocean, reassembled there, so people can come see the house.
No, that's true. Yeah.
The significance of a house not being on the original homestead makes a difference because it's not the same landscape, it's not the same scenery, it's not the same the locale.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like I said, it'd be like taking my grandparents' house off their farmstead and hauling it to Canada, and then sit there on the front porch of the farmstead, admiring the view and reminiscing with my childhood when I got to go visit my grandma and grandpa. No, it's not the same. It's not the same place.
Watching the skyline of Winnipeg unfold before you. It would be utterly meaningless.
My grandparents' farmstead, you walk 20 feet off from the front step, you're standing in the middle of the James River, or the Big Sioux River.
Yeah.
If I move that house to a different spot, guess what? It's no longer there 20 feet from the Big Sioux River.
No, that's true, yeah. Yeah, I can see both sides of that. For some people, all I can offer is that it's more like a document than it would be for you. However,
it's 18 meters tall, that monument.
if you want to see Shakespeare's recreated theatre, I would go to London and see Shakespeare's recreated theatre. If I am curious about ancient Rome, I would visit Rome, the Colosseum, the Capitoline, the building.
Well, if I want to visit Rome, I'm going to go to New Delhi and learn all about it there.
Yes. Let's move the Colosseum brick by brick all the way from Rome to New Delhi. And then we can visit the Colosseum in New Delhi. Never mind. No, never mind about what the Italian people might say about that. They'd be really upset, I'm sure. I have virtually...
Let's pull up the Great Wall of China, and we're going to actually put that on the U.S.-Mexican border.
That's right. That's exactly what you should do. See if the Chinese go for that.
There's a plaque you might like. Give me members' photos. That's on the side of the thing.
Okay, so now we have our monument. I think we're ready.
1779.
So it says. That's when he was killed.
Did he actually participate in the
battle,
the Revolutionary War at all?
No, he wasn't a soldier. He was an explorer. He wasn't.
Well, he was a British naval officer. The comment.
Well, he is in the Navy. That's why I was wondering if he participated in.
The comment, the Wikipedia article specifically cites the Battle of the St. Lawrence River, which was fought between British regulars and American forces initially.
Between 1776 and 1779, he was on his third voyage on the HMS Discovery. Sorry, on the HMS Resolution.
Resolution, yeah. But the Battle of St. Lawrence would be fought during that period. The Plains of Abraham were fought in 1763.
But I don't believe any of his ships were actually military ships.
No. Why not? He's a capable commander.
The Endeavour was a research vessel.
But that was after the war. This is during...
That was the one he commanded from 1766.
Yeah, and as I said, Plains of Abraham is 1763. Oh, 76 being the American Revolution. Yeah, I follow. Okay. No, he wouldn't have fought in the American Revolution, but the theater of conflict he would have been in would have been the St. Lawrence River.
Hang on a minute. During the 7 Years' War...
1768 to 1771.
He was involved in the 7 Years' War.
Which had two theaters, Europe and North America.
Well, he was in the... captured the fortress of Louisburg from the French in the siege of Quebec City in
That's right. Louisburg was the main French fortification that defended the mouth of the St. Lawrence from British incursion. The fall of Louisburg meant the British had unrestricted access from that point on into the St. Lawrence Basin.
And then he went on a scientific voyage. His first voyage was a scientific voyage, 1768. Then he went on another scientific voyage. And then he went on a third scientific voyage.
Okay.
On which he was killed, I believe.
But that was years later on the Endeavour.
Well, this is between 1768 and 1779. He was on the scientific voyages.
Yeah, it's 5 years after the 7 Years' War.
But I don't believe there's a great deal of action.
Don't forget the war the theater of conflict could be over in North America, and it would still take time for European matters to settle. So the 7 Years' War, in fact, probably only lasted effectively about 2 or 3 years of battle in North America. and then it was done with. The theater was decided.
I mean, when he was in the 7 Years' War, he was only a master, he wasn't an officer.
That's fine, but he still served aboard the Discovery during that period, and Louis Berg, it must be pointed out, he probably served with distinction.
He was on the Pembroke.
Sorry, the Pembroke, I beg your pardon. Louis Berg was a major. It was the singular toughest fortification in North America at that point in time. The French.
His third voyage started in 1776. Right, basically at the beginning, must have been right before
after
the War of Independence started. So he missed out on it because he was.
After 1779, he was moved to.
Unless he was already here.
He became a surveyor on the Grenville, so he was taken away from military duty and done surveying.
What, are we sure about that? There's no such thing as...
He surveyed the northwest stretch in 1763-64, and then the Bruin Peninsula, Cape Ray, 1765-1766, and the west coast in 1767. And then he went on his first voyage in 1768, so he's surveying after 1759.
You're saying he was surveying from 1759 all the way through 1763?
He was surveyed all the way from 1759 to 1767.
Oh, surely not.
Surveying coasts, he was doing the coastal charts, plotting the coasts.
Holy crap, that would be a hell of a job to do. I can't imagine.
Then he went off on his own commands around the world on 3 different journeys.
How the hell? But it said the article said he served with distinction. How do you serve with distinction as a map maker? Like, it just wouldn't impress Royal Society.
Because you're expanding an empire.
Yeah, but lots of people.
Power even back then.
You're expanding. You're a pioneer.
Yeah, but it's generals who lead troops onto the battlefield, admirals who put ships out to sea.
These days, we can't understand the idea of pioneering because there's nothing left to pioneer. It's
all
been seen and explored.
There's Mars. There's
no, I'm on about on this fucking planet.
On this planet, there's the ocean floor.
No, I mean on land where we can actually walk with our own 2 feet.
Yeah, it's all been explored. Yeah,
it's all been explored or scanned with satellites or visited by drones.
Pretty much live view. Yeah,
we've been to the top of the Everest. We've been down at the bottom of the ocean. So we've been all over the bloody place.
Yeah, yeah.
But back then it was, going to Everest and going around the Himalayas. And
oh, sure, yeah. This is all unknown territory, and I mean the West was.
Scotland, the Antarctic. It was all.
They knew about by the late 1700s. They knew about the rough borders of North America.
They were walking. It's not like they were jumping in a jeep or a helicopter and going out there in the safety of a fucking vehicle. Those bastards who are fucking freezing to death and dying. And,
well, this is my point. Like, for 7 years, you're saying he's sitting from 1759 through 1767. Sorry, for 9 years. For basically a full decade, he's sitting there crafting maps, and he's quote-unquote serving with distinction. Surely there would have been others that would be taking credit for these missions. Surely the captain of the Pembroke, the captain of the Discovery, the captains, the generals that were installed following British victory in Quebec and Montreal would have been.
That doesn't mean crew members can't get acknowledged.
No, they get promoted, but I mean, a map maker is just not. I just didn't think he would impress Royal Society. Maybe my impression of British military at the period is.
If he came back and they said, "There you go, there's your own ship. Now you go do a journey."
We'll see.
He must have done something. Either that or everybody died of fucking fever and he was the only one that come back. Hey, they're all dead. Can I keep the ship? They all died of scurvy, honest.
Maybe I should have had you as a history teacher.
Well,
we all died of scurvy on the way out. I'm just gonna.
I look at the alternatives.
I seem to be the only officer left. I'll just take over. Command division back to London.
I do consider the alternatives. You massacred his crew, pushed them overboard. Managed to somehow, sail a fucking fourth-rate ship all the way back. Climbed the rigging himself, no.
Alright then.
Popular name in Australia, so... Yeah.
So he took over the entire he took the Admiralty via attrition.
But I've been to his schoolroom a couple of times, sort of schoolroom museum. And
I'm not saying he wasn't competent at what he did. He's obviously excellent, at cartographics and
he was a very good explorer.
Yeah, he's a very good, very solid explorer, and I believe that. I just don't think he would have been completely exempted from military responsibilities. That's all.
No, but he was obviously started military, but then went. A different branch of the Royal Navy. The Royal Navy.
Oh, it was gigantic for the period, especially. It was huge. I mean,
it was expanding an empire, like I said.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And Britain was doing very well in that period. It was laying all the foundations it would need well into the 20th century. So,
I mean, mapping the American coastlines. Up in the South America, finding Australia, Lord, fucking hell,
Yeah. Now you have to worry about sending people to Mars, so I wouldn't worry about Earth anymore. It's been looked after.
He probably did a better job than Christopher fucking Columbus, that's for sure. Hey, I've discovered America.
Yeah, well, he had some tools too that Columbus lacked. A few facts that Columbus was a little short on.
Like a brain, an English brain.
It wasn't just that. You know who Columbus sailed with? He actually brought a Franciscan friar with him. Now, I don't know what you know about the Catholics, about the Papists, but the Franciscans are actually known for their Christ-like attitudes about certain things. They are very charitable. They are very, you don't kill people if you're a Franciscan. It just isn't done.
Right.
Basically. Anyway, so Columbus comes in, he forms a colony called Hispaniola at first. And Hispaniola is somewhat successful. It's a sort of a bipartisan relationship with the Aboriginals of the island of what's now called Haiti and what's the other one? Haiti is one country, and there's another half of the island is the Dominican Republic. So the island, I guess, is called Dominica now. Anyway, this was Hispaniola back in the 1500s and before. And the Spanish had it in their head that the natives needed to be Christianized. So Columbus went about that, and he went about it in much the fashion that the Inquisition of his day offered as a solution for such things, including
you either join us or we'll grot you.
Yeah, basically we're gonna do unpleasant things until you convert. And not surprisingly, a lot of them.
If you're not a Christian, you're a heathen.
Yeah, you're a heathen. So a lot of them converted, but not all. And Francis, he went with this Franciscan who didn't do any converting. In fact, he was just there to document things for the Catholic Church. And the scathing account that he gave, his name was Bartolome de la Casa. And he wrote this scathing play-by-play critique of Columbus during his initial 3 missions to the New World. Like on the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. And all missions following. And Spain basically ignored this friar and just kept adding ships to Columbus's fleet. As Columbus grew more and more wealthy, more and more powerful, he was able to help Spain establish a beachhead in the New World. But don't think for a second that the values that we have today were completely alien to people of that period, nor to Spain, because this friar will tell you different, and he'll tell you in no uncertain terms that this is bullshit. We're not supposed to be doing this. So, just FYI. Might be worth a read. I did a project on this friar for university in observance of the 500th anniversary of Columbus's voyage.
Right.
Yep. Of course, that would have been back in 1992. 92-93 school year, if memory serves. I was quite shocked to learn the facts of the matter were not at all what I expected.
Today's known as Friar Fuck.
Yeah. Did the channel clear out again, or?
Yeah, I couldn't take any more shit left.
Alright then. Okay, shipyard. Yeah, okay, we're outfitted. Now we need people. So we have to go back to the other base now. I'm gonna can it. Okay, a little fucker. Exit.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to boycott the Marcus British channel as long as Commander Trium continues to participate.
Alright then.
Oh, you're only the sixth person to say that. It's not enough yet.
6?
Yeah, I need 8.
Oh, you need 8? Okay. I'll talk Spike into joining.
Then we hold divorce. Should we ban him?
I have to offer some advice if you choose to enlist by the anti-Canadian sentiment expressed by certain American members, not a squatter. Should probably be curtailed or had some sort of moratorium put on it for the time.
But because Discord channels aren't a democracy, I get to veto all views.
That's why I get away with being as much of a dumbass as I want to be, and Marcus just laughs.
Probably. I'm just too fucking mad that you care. I'm just trying to prove everybody wrong that Brits are assholes if they can.
Well, I can tell you that all of us Americans know that the Brits are assholes. That's why we had the Boston Tea Party. We're sick of your shit and we threw all your fucking tea in the harbor.
There, take that.
That was our way of saying, fuck you.
You know why you really threw it in the river? You went, this isn't our order, Earl Grey. We won't know all this Tetley's crap. And you shoot him.
Red Rose.
Because it's British tea.
Take it away, British.
You can't drink it unless you got your pinky pointed straight out away from you.
Take it away, British Earl Grey. We want the posh stuff, not this fucking cheap, generic crap from the supermarket. Where's the stuff that the Queen drinks?
Red Rose. It's a Canadian blend.
Fuck off.
I'm sure she's had Red Rose, but I don't think it's her preferred cup of tea. No.
She's had tea bags that have been strained out of a horse's nuts. Trust me, she fucking had everything here.
Yeah. Suspect.
I believe she once said what brand she liked. I can't remember.
Did she actually say this publicly? Like she has a preference?
I believe she has said what her favourite tea is before.
No, but her actual favorite, like the one. Not like there's a bunch of them I'm favorite. Like one tea, you can pick one, and that's what you take with you to your grave is one little tea bag. Which one is it?
Oh, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're not allowed to pick two.
It's Twinnings.
Twinnings is the victor.
And she likes Twinnings make a lot.
Yeah.
The Queen drinks Twinnings Earl Grey with a splash of milk and no sugar. Oh, I love her now.
Oh my God! She doesn't take a lump of sugar. It's like my great grandmother.
I told you.
She said.
The only way I could drink.
Oh my God.
A cup of tea. I'd have to pour all kinds of sugar and shit in it.
Yeah, she likes Earl Grey. I like Earl Grey.
I like Earl Grey too, but
in the dog's bowl, fill the cup up with whiskey, and drink the whiskey.
Actually, with Earl Grey, I don't think I like the sugar as much. I take the sugar with the caffeinated red rose blend.
But I don't do Twinings because that's the most expensive brand. You know, I thought it's the same.
Well, it's the only British brand we can get in Canada, so we have to have it.
I just get the supermarket toy, which is a Premier brand. Yes, but whatever.
But here, I mean, that if you want British tea in Canada, you have to have Twinings from the supermarket because that's the only one.
That's the Queen's favourite brand. So there you go.
So there you have it. What about Williams?
I'll tell you their favourite tampon in just a moment.
No, I want William's favourite tea now. And I want Charles.
Why do we care about the Queen's tampon?
I don't know. I care more about the next king's tea than next.
My wife wears.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would the Queen matter?
I don't think the Queen's going to release.
I'll tell you your favourite biscuit then.
There's scone that she prefers, yes.
I don't want to see her biscuit. Fuck that. You.
Ew.
I'll be a born-again virgin if I have to see that.
Oh, it's too
I've
late.
seen your favourite biscuit. I'll probably hate it as well.
It's you can never unremember
oh my
something.
God, I'm sorry.
You can't unremember something like that. Not that I've had to do that or anything. Except when I'm being especially needy. But about what? Why would that happen? What? Never mind. Robigo Mines. Or Robigo Mines, I beg your pardon.
You know, if you ever get enough money to buy a Corvette and outfit it, I'll be impressed.
I'm 3 jumps away from doing just that.
Without selling all your fleet of ships.
Without selling off my fleet of ships, I'm 3 jumps away, using this strategy to buy my.
From having 500 million credits to buy the ship and outfit it.
Yeah, I'll have it
with
this.
all A-rated modules.
I'll have it this week, guaranteed.
Well, let us know so that we can get a posse together and we can come gank your ass as soon as you fly out of Shinorda.
Well, I'll be sure not to do that then.
She likes shortbread.
He's still on the tea thing.
No, she likes pure butter shortbread by Walker's. That's her favourite cookie or biscuit or whatever you call it there.
Oh, I see, okay. Well, yeah, shortbread cookies are fun. Especially at Christmas, but I don't know. All I know is I got a co-pilot that looks female but apparently has had a wife. And apparently is male. Even though his first name is a girl's name.
She eats chocolate biscuit cake every day.
What?
She has a slice of chocolate biscuit cake every day.
Good God. She's 900 years old.
Nearly, yeah. I'm looking forward to celebrating her 900th anniversary. She's only lived to 900 because she doesn't want that cunt Charles to take her through.
That's right.
She wait for that bastard to die before she abdicates. I do love my son, but he is a cunt. We all know it.
And nobody wants him to be king, so I'll just outlive him.
The country would go into a state of civil war were he to take the throne. So he'll die before I do. I'll cut to the bastard's throat and shove his bones under the fucking Balmoral Garden.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. We'll throw him in the air and let Philip shoot him.
You know, there is a kernel of truth to this that is so fucking hilarious. Just
we'll let Philip shoot him with his big fucking elephant gun. Big idiot bastard looks like an elephant anyway.
Philip,
fetch the gun, love. We want the .470 ammo.
Give him a good send-off.
Get the black powder rifle. We want him to go out with a bang.
And just to make sure, get out the long nines from Balmoral Castle as well.
Get the armour, darling. Put on the armour. Hunt the bastard down after what he did to Diana. He fucking deserves it.
Didn't scrutable witch, Camilla. She's
That
tricked.
bastard got a divorce in our church. Only Henry VIII could do that.
No one is going to ever accuse you of being a monarchist. I'm quite sure of that.
Me?
I think you'll be the...
I don't even like tossing a coin and blowing heads up the hills, so fucking... Because it's out the cow's head.
Oh, dear God.
I call it dogs up the hills.
Oh, right then. Here we are.
Monarchist. Well, anybody ever calls me that, I'll fucking drown him. Monarchist or royalist.
Oh, there we are. Okay, so we got access to the 5 million credit missions now.
Are you fucking shitting me? Royalist. Royalist. Fucking
You're a
joking.
bloody Tory, aren't you, in disguise?
They're the head of the elite. You think I fucking care about fucking royalty?
They run the Pentaveret along with the Pope, Colonel Sanders, and James Bond.
Don't mock James Bond. James Bond is a wonderful person.
James Bond wouldn't like the Queen. He's Scottish, remember?
He's also an avid royalist by according to the author.
He's also what?
And, frothing at the mouth, a royalist. You'd hate him, I'm sure of it.
Well, he kills people. I'm sure the Queen wouldn't appreciate the amount of killing he does. Actually, she wouldn't give a shit.
No, she
He's got a license to kill.
He's got a license
for,
to kill.
For Queen and country, so it don't matter.
For Queen, country, and cock, yeah.
It's all for the greater glory of England. God bless us all.
Right, I'm going to wrap up my meeting just for night.
Holy shit. 6 million? 6.5 million.
What?
No. Oh, sorry, I got... You want me... Okay, I thought this was serious atmospherics. No, it's 6.5 million to go investigate the ammonia rings 1,530 light years away in first-class accommodations, which I no longer have because I got rid of them all in order to accommodate the demand for economy accommodations on my stupid little Python. Which does give me the capacity to earn money much more quickly. So within 3 to 4 jumps at this rate, I should be able to earn the requirements for a Corvette. And then I will join the very exclusive club. I just want to see the inside of the damn thing, to be honest with you. My VR helmet.
Well, I can jump into my Corvette and invite you to wing, and you can see the inside of my Corvette.
You never did, and you never let me.
I could. You've never asked.
That's true. I didn't ask. But you never offered. That's fine.
Well, I've offered to teach you how to actually make money in this game, but you keep turning me down.
Is that true? Really? Is it?
Yeah, you insist that you got to have your multi-purpose vessel instead of a.
Well, that part of it is true, yes. But
he's converted to the dark side and got a Python running now.
Yeah, I got the Python all rigged up here.
Okay. The Python, you can't deny.
No, the truth is you can't afford to rebuy on the Anaconda.
You can't deny it. The Python is a great ship to fly.
I can afford to rebuy the Anaconda 5 times over as of this moment.
Doesn't the Python look great through VR?
I would think that the ship I really want to see is the, not the Corvette, as much as I do the cutter.
Right.
Through VR.
Or a beluga.
No,
all you had to do is just tell me, hey, invite me to wing or to multi-crew.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the hell I didn't ask about that before. But Maybe next time. Anyway, it's 11 o'clock here at night, so I gotta get up in the morning. We'll talk again tomorrow, guys.
Alright.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Alright.
Oh my god. Ugh. No, I don't care. And why will I care about people that I will never ever see? Is my question to you.